And welcome, wrestling fans, to Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play for WWE Friday Night SmackDown here on February 6, 2026, and this is the SmackDown after the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble. And ladies and gentlemen, it was a fantastic premium live event as the WWE Universe there in Riyadh was excited with Saudi Arabia lighting up, and we did see a fantastic Women's Royal Rumble match here at the 2026 PLE. The shocker of it all was when Liv Morgan eliminated her friend in the Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez, and she would go on to win the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match. And now Liv Morgan will be here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown as she waits to decide which champion she will challenge at WWE Wrestlemania. And guys, we also seen the last match for the WWE career of the phenomenal AJ Styles, who took on the ring general Gunther in a fantastic match, but unfortunately, the phenomenal one could not come up with the victory to keep his WWE career alive. And thank you guys in the chat. What is up, Mrs. Reynolds and Daniel Berry Sports Highlights? Happy Friday, and what a phenomenal showing of love from the WWE Universe there in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, at the WWE Royal Rumble event. And then we would see the shocker of the night as a masked man in a black hood attacked Braun Breaker before the start of the Royal Rumble match for the men's. And man, we would go on to see a fantastic men's Royal Rumble that would end with the OTC. Put your ones up for Roman Reigns as he was able to get the victory in the men's Royal Rumble match, but not before we seen controversy. That's right, Drew McIntyre, the undisputed WWE champion, would get involved in the men's Royal Rumble match, and he would eliminate Cody Rhodes, and it could look like it's a wrong road ahead for Cody Rhodes to make it to WrestleMania in the main event in title contention. We're gonna have to wait to find out what the American Nightmare has up his sleeve. And how about Drew McIntyre, who will go on to face Drew McIntyre in the main event of WrestleMania? We will find out. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we will see Tiffany Stratton make her return to Friday Night SmackDown to take on Chelsea Green and Lash Legend in a triple threat Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And speaking of Elimination Chamber qualifying matches, we will see the Viper, Randy Orton, take on Solo Sikoa and Aleister Black in a triple threat match later tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. But there's the undisputed WWE Champion. He is Drew McIntyre as he arrives to the arena here tonight for WWE Friday Night SmackDown.
When he appeared out of nowhere to interfere in the match and eliminate.
All right, what's going on, man? What's up, Mr. Fulton, the famous Mr. Fulton? How we doing, buddy? Blaze Machine, happy SmackDown night, Tim. Blaze Machine, good luck to your Seahawks this weekend in the Super Bowl. It's Tiffy time, but right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for WWE Friday Night SmackDown. And this is Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play. And guys, on this episode, the SmackDown after WWE Royal Rumble, we get things kicked off here tonight. Oh, but wait a minute, Drew McIntyre, the WWE Champion, is being mauled and attacked here by Cody Rhodes. And like we said to start tonight, night, Cody Rhodes was screwed out of the Royal Rumble match by the WWE Champion, and now Rhodes bouncing the head of McIntyre off the steel post, and now referees are trying to get some sort of control out here. The WWE officials are trying to get a hold of the American Nightmare as Drew McIntyre runs away, and Cody's looking for a fight. And now, wait a minute, Rhodes still looking for the champion here as McIntyre tries to grab his title and can't believe what is happening here. And there's tons of security out here to hold back Cody Rhodes. And the American Nightmare now in the ring, and he's looking for a microphone, and he could be looking for a fight.
Drew McIntyre.
Uh-oh.
Things are going to be the same. You're just going to come to the ring, smiling, title in tow. Drew, things will never be the same.
Ooh. Oh, boy.
You eliminated me from the Royal Rumble, a match that you weren't even in. This is by your own design. This is a self-fulfilling prophecy. For the first time in my career, Drew, I can't in good conscience point at that sign. And speaking of that sign, this past Monday, I watched two of the very best. Two men I respect, Roman Reigns and CM Punk, not just declare their hatred, but declare their championship match. And as the biggest WWE fan, I was excited. I was excited. But why, when this amazing moment has concluded, is my name the first name that comes out of your mouth? It's simple. It's because people know what WrestleMania means to me, what I mean to WrestleMania. And besides, I heard that it was going to be a you-know-what measuring contest. Well, they're both glad I'm not in it because I didn't get the nickname Raheem for no reason. Charlotte, North Carolina, what do you want to talk about?
And look at Cody Rhodes getting things kicked off here on Friday Night SmackDown.
Right down the street, Presbyterian Hospital. Pizza boxes stacked to the ceiling. Arn Anderson, Manny Fernandez fighting each other in the waiting room. My sister running around like she was She-Ra. So imagine my shame, imagine my discomfort when I return to the city that the story's first page was written on, empty-handed.
Uh-oh.
Imagine my discomfort returning here.
Cody Rhodes, and the fans here in Charlotte, North Carolina are showing some love to Cody Rhodes.
My discomfort returning here without the championship. And Drew, that's your problem. You weren't mad that you weren't WWE champion. You were mad that I was.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, because your shame, my discomfort, it becomes your downfall. Drew McIntyre, don't worry about a thing because you won't make it to WrestleMania.
How we begin Friday night.
And oh my goodness, and what an explosive way to kick off Friday Night SmackDown. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, lays down the gauntlet on the WWE Undisputed Champion as he looks to take out McIntyre and promises that Drew will not make it to WrestleMania in Las Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, way to kick off Friday Night SmackDown here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it's Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett here on the announcers table.
Ever-increasing intensity of the women's tag team division. Kathy Kelly is backstage with the latest challenge. Kathy.
Well, thanks so much, guys. I'm here with Kiana James and United States Women's Champion Julia. Tonight, you two had the opportunity to walk out of Charlotte with the women's tag team titles. So what would a win tonight set forth in motion for you two?
Kathy, the tag team championships are just a stepping stone at Julia becoming a triple champion. ロイヤルランブル私は取れなかったけど私はまだ道の途中にいる今日うちらがタッグチームチャンピオンになって次はイルミネーションチャンバーそしてレストメニアでチャンピオンを叩き潰す The Royal Rumble was just a blip, okay? Julia is exactly where we projected. Tonight we'll win the tag team titles, she'll go on to win Elimination Chamber, and then face the champion at WrestleMania. Now, if you excuse us...
And we see your interview backstage with Kiana James and Julia. Kiana James made a big impact at the Women's Royal Rumble match, showing her stuff and her skills. But ladies and gentlemen, we're getting things kicked off here tonight on WWE Friday Night SmackDown with a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. And this match is scheduled for one fall. And we introduce here first one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Io Sky, and her tag team partner, the other half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. She is the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley.
Is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, making her way to the ring, they are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
You know, they spent a good chunk of the past year as the most highly competitive opponents, and of course now the greatest of friends. With this undeniable chemistry, should be a great one. Women's Tag Team Championship match. Julie trying to become a double champion, but Ripley and Io right there to defend. This match delivered by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better people.
All right, guys. Make sure you get your votes in here. And then we got Kiana James. So Kiana. Julia. Okay. Perfect. All right, what's up, Jeffrey and Matt? How we doing, guys? Yeah, can't believe that we seen Joe H win the NXT Championship. I can't say his full name because then I have to sing the song and then my wife's going to come in here and she's probably not going to like it. But we may sing that later on in the show, man. Awesome show, guys. What's going on? Appreciate you guys hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to get your votes in, guys, on which team you're picking in this first match to kick off Friday Night SmackDown, where we will see the WWE Women's Champion, or I should say Women's Tag Team Champion, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley defend their titles against the tag team of Kiana James and the WWE Women's United States Champion Julia, as we'll see these two teams battle it out here to start WWE Friday Night SmackDown. All right, hope you guys are doing well. I think we're set up pretty good here. All right, we're on commercial break, and what a shocking way to kick off Friday Night SmackDown. As we've seen the WWE Undisputed Champion Drew McIntyre come out to the ring, and he didn't even get a word out or make it to the squared circle before we would see the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, attack Drew McIntyre from behind before we would see WWE officials and security come out to separate these two, and that's when Cody Rhodes in Charlotte, North Carolina, his hometown, would say how ashamed ashamed he feels showing up empty-handed there in Charlotte to Friday Night SmackDown here tonight. And now he can't consciously say that he can point at that WrestleMania sign as he looks to really figure out where his place will be at WWE's biggest event of the year. And guys, we are on the road to WrestleMania. So what does Cody Rhodes have in mind? Well, it looks like the American Nightmare will look to take out Drew McIntyre, as now the WWE Undisputed Champion will be on notice and will have to keep his eyes peeled, looking around for the possibility of the American Nightmare looking to take him out, because Cody Rhodes promises that Drew McIntyre won't even make it to the main event of WrestleMania. So we'll have to see what happens here tonight for the rest of this WWE Friday Night SmackDown episode here on February 6, 2026. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday night. Thanks for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Man, we haven't seen you guys since Monday night for Monday Night Raw, so it's good to be back on the channel. We're going to be hustling this weekend as we get ready for the Super Bowl matchup coming up this Sunday, guys. The NFL Super Bowl 60 will feature the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New England Patriots. So, guys, get ready for play-by-play live here on Tim Reynolds Show for that Super Bowl 60 matchup. And, guys, can't wait to bring you more live play-by-play for WWE Friday Night SmackDown. Don't forget, guys, to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
History that SmackDown has been in Charlotte, North Carolina, and would you look at how it just began, Wade?
Oh, absolute pandemonium to kick off SmackDown tonight as WWE champ Drew McIntyre.
And you see here Cody Rhodes ambushing Drew McIntyre to start off the show. Just like we said earlier, Rhodes is pissed off after Drew eliminated him from the Royal Rumble match over the weekend. So Cody Rhodes was looking for a little payback. What's up, Matt87? How we doing, buddy? Jeffrey, who are you going for the Super Bowl, man?
Drew McIntyre picked up his championship and scampered out of here.
He didn't scuttle.
For his own sake, it was a scamper.
He didn't scurry.
Oh,
He didn't make haste. Full-on scamper.
I know you want to get your hands on Drew, and I know you want to be WWE champion again, but listen to me, right now there's one way to make that happen, and that's winning the Elimination Chamber. And to do that, you have to qualify in the match I put you in next week. So do me a favor and control your emotions, because if you can't, I have to rethink that. You know what that means? Yeah, I got it. So now, I need you to leave the building.
All right, I'll leave. I'll control my emotions, but I'll see you in Dallas. I'll see you in Dallas. Emotions are controlled. He started this. You know it. I'm under control. I got it.
Yikes, and it looks like Cody Rhodes is being asked to leave the building here in his hometown. Will we see any more of Cody Rhodes or Drew McIntyre here tonight on SmackDown? We'll have to wait and find out. But ladies and gentlemen, we're getting things kicked off with our first match of the night here to start Friday Night SmackDown, as we will see the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships on the line as Io Sky and Rhea Ripley defend their titles against the #1 contenders, Julia and Kiana James. And speaking of the #1 contenders for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships making their way to the ring, we do see the Women's United States Champion, Julia and Kiana James. And ladies and gentlemen, Julia came out and the mask ended up popping above her head. Talk about a wardrobe malfunction there. A pretty badass entrance between these two. And honestly, guys, Kiana James really impressed at the WWE 26 Women's Royal Rumble match. She really showed her stuff. For me, it was one of the first times getting to see Kiana James in ring action, as we see these two who have earned this #1 contenders matchup here for the Women's Tag Team titles. And now Julia, who already has one title belt on her possession, the WWE Women's United States Championship, looks to add 2 belts to her repertoire as her and Kiana James look to get the Women's Tag Team Championship gold around their waist. And the titles will be on the line here tonight to start off Friday Night SmackDown in what should be a fantastic matchup. Don't forget to get your votes in here on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. What's up, Tony? How we doing? Brent, yeah, we're going to be watching the Super Bowl and doing play-by-play on Sunday. All right, and the bell has rung as we get ready to start this matchup here tonight. Rhea Ripley and Kiana James will start off the matchup. So a tie up in the middle of the ring by these two ladies here. Rhea showing off a little bit of her strength here. Gets it into a right side headlock here. Thrown into the ropes by Kiana. And nice move there. Kiana jumps over Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley jumps over Kiana. And we see James picks up Rhea. Rhea on the shoulders of James, able to counter. Pushes her in the corner. And oh! And Kiana James is like, I don't think so. And tags Julia, and now we'll see Julia versus Rhea Ripley. Oh, and a shove to the chest there by Rhea. And Julia trying to shrug it off. But it looks like Julia's calling for Io Sky. And these two definitely would make a fantastic matchup. And it looks like we're going to see it here as Io Sky makes the tag. And she's now the legal woman for her team. Well, Julia, you wanted Io Sky? You got her. As these two stare each other down in the middle of the ring, Kiana taunting on the ringside here as we see Julia able to hit Io Sky here. Oh, with a big elbow there after a unique combination there where both of these ladies were able to counter a little bit. Now Julia on the attack here with some stomps to the back of the head. And now mocking Io Sky. Yikes. Instead of spending more time mocking her, she probably should spend more time on the offensive side here. And now twisting up the ponytail here. And oh, look at the front flip by Io Sky as she waves the finger at Julia. Ducks under the clothesline, and now Io Sky off the ropes. And what a nice combination as she knocks down Julia, tripping her. And the front drop kick drops Julia. And now Io Sky's got Charlotte fired up here on Friday Night SmackDown. And now Julia back into her feet, and now Io Sky in control, twisting that left arm of Julia, and now trying to make a tag here. Julia ducks under the clothesline, and oh, pulling the hair, and Julia, the cheap shot there, pulling the hair of Io Sky and knocking her down. And now Julia trying to gain control here. Io Sky now off the ropes here. She holds on. Julia, ooh, catches a boot. But wait a minute, Kiana James grabs the back, and oh my goodness, she hangs the throat of Io Sky up on the top rope, and Rhea Ripley can't believe it. And now the tag made by Kiana James, who's now the legal woman, Julia, able to distract the referee for James to be able to attack Io Sky from behind. And now, oh no, off the ring apron, Kiana James trying to deliver damage to the face of Io, and again, off the ringside apron. And Io trying to protect her face, trying to protect herself. Oh, and now thrown back into the ring here as Julia continues to argue with the referee.
Julia's got to be careful here, that's right in front of the referee. Risking a disqualification.
And a stomp there by Kiana James as Io Sky rolls outside of the ring. And now James telling Julia to attack Io Sky here. The referee's back's turned, and oh no! A front drop kick and the double team as we see the referee needs to get some control in here. And I tell you what, guys, we've seen a fantastic showing here from these #1 contenders, but let's be real critical here, huh, guys? I mean, come on. Like, Julia's acting ability is so bad. It's so bad, dude. Like, I just, this is one of the things I said, man, and I don't mean to be critical, right? But I think they put the title on Julia way too early. They called her up to the main roster way too early. Julia is such a raw prospect, such a raw WWE roster, women's roster spot here that she has, that honestly, it's very, very difficult to even judge her because her wrestling ability is very good inside the ring, but in front of the camera, the acting ability is just not where it needs to be on WWE programming. And a kick out there by Io Sky with that cover there from Kiana James. And we see now that both her and Julia are trying to separate Io Sky from Rhea Ripley as we see another tag here. Julia, now the legal woman, back in this match as she stomps and kicks Io Sky right in the gut here. And Io trying to fight back here, but Julia now up on the middle rope here. And looks like she's using her right knee to the throat. And now a big right hand to the chin of Io Sky. What's up there? Brett got screwed? Yep. Shane O'Mac, what's up, brother? So we see here Julia back on the attack. Oh, and the drop kick to the back of Io Sky right into the middle rope. And a kick out at 2 by Io Sky. So Io trying to make a tag here, but Kiana James and Julia able to keep her separated from her tag team partner here thus far early on in this matchup. A big right hand from James, and now throwing Io Sky right into the middle turnbuckle head first, and Julia makes the tag. She's now the legal woman in this matchup. All right, guys, welcome to WWE Friday Night SmackDown play-by-play here on the Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as we see Io Sky and Rhea Ripley battling Julia and Kiana James with the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. Make sure you guys get your votes in here on Tim Reynolds Show. And oh, a big right elbow from Io Sky, who's right there, fingertips away from tagging her tag team partner. And a couple of elbows here, 3 of them to be exact, and finally breaks the hold from Julia, but now she grabs the ankle of Io Sky, and Io, oh, nice move here, and the big clubbing blow to Julia, but she's still grabbing on, and oh my goodness, a big back suplex connects from Julia to Io Sky, and now Julia makes the tag. Kiana James, now the legal woman here in this matchup, throws Io Sky into the corner, and now we're back here on SmackDown, and we see James and Julia have dominated this matchup early, and oh no! The suck-it taunt from Kiana James to Rhea Ripley. I think she's gonna regret that. The tag made to Julia, the big boot to Io Sky, who's dazed and confused, and the front drop kick takes down Io Sky. The cover here by Julia, and a kick out at 2. So Io still showing some fight here. But Julia and Kiana James are in complete control. And you see here good tag team work, keeping her over in that corner. And now Julia and Kiana James. Oh, wait a minute. Io able to roll out of the way. And now James thrown outside of the ring after Julia got thrown into the corner. And Io was able to move out of the way at the last second. And now make the tag. Well, wait a minute. James cuts him off. Tries to take out Rhea. And oh, what a flapjack from Io Sky. Taking out Kiana James. Now can she make the tag? Rhea Ripley's begging Io. Come on, Io. And the tag's been made! Rhea Ripley's the legal woman in this match, and a big boot to Julia as she ducks under the clothesline and clothesline James. Another clothesline to James, and now Rhea, boom, a big boot to the gut, and now, oh, a front buster and a big drop kick drops Kiana James. And now the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, is fired up here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. But wait a minute, Kiana James right there. Julia makes the tag as we see here James in trouble. But the big boot takes down Julia. But wait a minute, the roll up here. But Kiana's not legal, and the kick to the chin. And now Rhea Ripley right there. And there's Io. Oh, diving through the middle ropes and takes out Julia. Io Sky's got the crowd fired up. And now we see here back inside the ring. Rhea Ripley's got Kiana James up on her shoulder. And the electric chair drop connects the cover here. And a kick out at 2. It looks like Kiana James is still the legal woman in this matchup, but not able to get the victory there. Rhea Ripley now makes the tag to Io Sky. And now, wait a minute. Io looking for the moonsault, but wait a minute. Kiana James with the counter. The big boot to Rhea Ripley, and now Io Sky up on the shoulders of James, and the power bomb right on top of Rhea Ripley. And now Julia makes the tag. Kiana James looks to take down Io, and she does with that unique maneuver, and then the knee connects from Julia. The cover here, but Rhea Ripley saves the match for her team. And what an incredible matchup we have here on WWE Friday Night SmackDown. And now Rhea, the headbutt right to Kiana James. And now Julia goes for the Hurricane Rana and takes out Rhea Ripley. And now it's Julia in charge here. Io Sky could be in big trouble. And now Julia trying to end this matchup here. And wait a minute. Nice counter from Io Sky. And now the tag made. The roll up here by Io. A kick out by Julia. And Julia gets caught with a headbutt by Rhea Ripley. And now, going for a riptide to Julia. And now Io Sky. The moonsault connects. And now the cover by Rhea. And the champs win it. And here are your winners, and still the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
Crucial moments, the tag champs just picked up the pace, delivered the goods, and still the women's tag team champions, Io Sky and Rhea.
Yo, Zeke, what's going on, man? Hey, Tim Reynolds Show. You excited for the Super Bowl on Sunday? Halftime show, Bad Bunny? Yeah, can't wait to check that out either, man. And there's Ilya Dragunov backstage on Friday Night SmackDown. And the Miz?
You better get out of my way right now. Or what? You're gonna hit me? See, that's your problem. You think brute force solves everything.
Well, it worked quite well against you last week, didn't it?
Look, I know this is gonna be very hard for you to understand, but sometimes you need to use your head around here, and nobody does that better than me. That's why I went to Aldis, so you can consider the open challenge closed.
Hey, now hold on. When it comes to this title, I'm the one that calls the shots. Okay, Ilya, you beat Miz last week. You deserve that title shot. It's yours.
Thank you.
But somebody
Good night.
doesn't deserve a title
Love you
shot.
too.
Somebody's not getting a title shot. But you know what you are getting tonight, Miz? Is an ass whooping in the 704.
Who do you think you are?
I'm him, and I'm the United States champion. And do something about it.
Oh, you're making the rules now? Is that what it
Always
is?
will. Yes, I will. And yes, I do.
No title tonight? You better not miss.
And I won't.
Oh,
Get it done.
And Ilya Dragunov cannot believe it. He thought he was going to have a match tonight with Carmelo Hayes, but it looks like The Miz got the better of Ilya Dragunov as he was able to go to general manager Nick Aldis and make this next match happen. But it won't be for the title, as we see coming up next here on Friday Night SmackDown. The next match is scheduled for one fall. And introducing first, the challenger. He is from Los Angeles, California, by the way of Cleveland, Ohio. He is The Miz! And ladies and gentlemen, we will see this next matchup coming up here after these commercial breaks on WWE Friday Night SmackDown. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out here on this episode of Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play here for WWE SmackDown after the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble. And guys, hope you are enjoying the live stream thus far. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. What's going on, EO? Thank you for updating us here. That's right, EO Sky and Rhea Ripley were able to win their first matchup here to start Friday Night SmackDown. What an incredible match to get us all fired up and ready here for this SmackDown here tonight. And guys, we've seen the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships on the line as Rhea Ripley and EO Sky were able to retain those titles by defeating the #1 contenders, the WWE Women's United States Champion Julia and Kiana James. Now, even though Julia and Kiana James put on quite a show here, we did see a little bit of a lackluster performance. And guys, I know I've been a little critical of one of these WWE women's superstars, and that has been Julia. As you see here, pretty good wrestling throughout this matchup, but just terrible acting, terrible performance here, and we've definitely got to see her perform better when it comes to the way she acts in front of the camera and how she sells and how she takes a bump and all those other WWE type things that we know about here. If you guys have ever seen WWE wrestling before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But let's end this on a good note here, guys. I think Kiana James is a rising superstar in WWE, not only with the way she has the charisma with the mic and in front of the camera, but also with her outstanding performances inside the squared circle over the last few weeks, including how good she looked in the Women's Royal Rumble match. So look out for Kiana James to be an up-and-coming superstar in the WWE, especially on that SmackDown roster. Now, when it comes to the SmackDown roster, General Manager Nick Aldis has got his hands full. He's already barred Cody Rhodes from the arena, or really just asked him to leave because of the shocking way we got kicked off with Friday Night SmackDown here tonight, with Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, attacking Drew McIntyre, the undisputed WWE Champion, after Drew McIntyre cost Cody Rhodes his spot in the Royal Rumble, eliminating him after interfering in the Royal Rumble match after McIntyre had already defended and retained his WWE Championship earlier in the night against Sami Zayn at the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble event. So because of that, Cody Rhodes came out with the vengeance here tonight in Charlotte, his hometown, where he was getting the crowd fired up as he got this Friday Night SmackDown kicked off with a brutal assault of the WWE Champion, and McIntyre is nowhere to be seen thus far, but we did see General Manager Nick Aldis have to tell Cody Rhodes, hey, you got to get out of here, man, if you want me to leave you in the qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber. That's right, guys. We will see the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes have an opportunity to qualify for the WWE Elimination Chamber matchup, which could be his last opportunity to be able to main event WrestleMania to contend for the WWE Championship. All right, The Miz versus who tonight with WWE SmackDown? We've got The Miz versus Carmelo Hayes. Let's get that in the chat here. What's up, Buddha? How we doing? Welcome back, buddy. Good evening, Sonny Dixon. How we doing, brother? Tim, you know what, brother? I'm doing okay. I'm doing a lot better thanks to my lovely wife. It's been a really rough week, guys. I've been trying to recover a little bit from being sick. Also dealing with, you know, a little bit of the mental health stuff, guys. But, you know, we're battling through, trying to stay positive.
Looks like Braun Breaker. Hey, complicated relationship between The Miz and Carmelo Hayes. It's been well documented. Now a new chapter gets written right here.
I don't know if I'd call it complicated. I don't think they hate each other. I think it's that is simple. It's been a complex story to get to this point. I will agree with that.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent in this match scheduled for one fall, he is the WWE United States Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Well, as you touched on there, major history between these two, certainly over the past 12 months or so. Former tag teamers, Melo don't Miz. Miz will call himself the former mentor of this man, Carmelo.
And The Miz, the former mentor of Carmelo Hayes, also went to general manager Nick Aldis earlier tonight to get this matchup, and Carmelo Hayes promises to not miss after making sure that this matchup tonight would not be for the United States Championship. And Buddha says, let's go, Mello. What's up, Michael? How we doing? And the bell is rung, and Miz tries to come in with a cheap shot, and we see Carmelo with some right hands, and now Miz able to counter with a kick to the gut. And now off the ropes goes Carmelo. And a nice springboard crossbody off the middle rope takes out the Miz. And now Carmelo Hayes in control here. And now, what's Hayes looking to do here? What a big back elbow! It's Carmelo Hayes with momentum. Bounced off the ropes there, and Miz comes in with a sneaky back elbow. And now bouncing the head of Carmelo Hayes off the top turnbuckle in the corner. Now the Miz focusing on the ribs here of Carmelo Hayes. In the corner, a big chop to the chest by the Miz. And now Carmelo in some trouble here. And now in the corner again, the Miz with the knees to the gut. Carmelo able to counter, throws the Miz in the opposite corner. And the Miz, looks to counter, but Carmelo catches him, throws him. And the enziguri to the back of the neck of the Miz. And now Carmelo, and what a springboard leg drop takes down the Miz. The cover here, and a kick out at 2 by the Miz.
Non-title again here tonight in Charlotte. Yeah, it's pretty funny when you get a guy like...
Thank you, Ezek Delgado. I appreciate you, brother. And what a beautiful springboard leg drop there by Carmelo Hayes. And the referee only able to get to the count of 2. And now the shoulder thrust in the corner, the right hands, and the chop from Carmelo Hayes to the Miz. As we see Carmelo looking to make a statement here against the Miz here tonight. And the Miz has been involved in Carmelo Hayes' business. As you see, he tried to help out the Carmelo a couple weeks ago on SmackDown against Ilya Dragunov. And Dragunov last week on Friday Night SmackDown did not take too kindly to the Miz trying to set up Carmelo. And we see Melo, taken down and falls on the back of his head. As we see Melo is looking for another springboard, I think, flip off the middle rope, and the Miz caught him. And now, a big clothesline by the Miz. And now the cover here. And a kick out at 2. And now we see the Miz in control of this one and taunting the WWE United States Champion. As we go to commercial break here, can the Miz get the victory here over Carmelo Hayes? Or will we see Carmelo not miss his opportunity to get the victory here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown? Now, we do know the Miz is trying to get in the WWE United States Championship picture here. So if he's able to get a victory over the champion tonight, it looks like Carmelo Hayes will have another contender to worry about for that WWE United States Championship. But if Carmelo is able to get the victory here tonight, we could see Ilya Dragunov have a chance to get back in contention, with the Miz saying earlier before this match started, coming up to Dragunov and saying, hey, guess what, buddy? I was able to cut the line and talk to general manager Nick Aldis about making this matchup here tonight. So no open challenge. Ilya Dragunov could not believe it, and that's when Carmelo Hayes stepped in and said, nah, Miz, I know you were up to your old tricks, so I went to general manager Nick Aldis and made sure that this wasn't a title match since you want to cut the line. And now the Miz says, hey, Melo, make sure you don't miss. And we're about to see, can Carmelo Hayes get the victory over the Miz? Or will the Miz be able to get a win over the WWE United States Champion and possibly get him in contention for that championship? Well, we will find out later on tonight here on WWE Friday Night SmackDown. And welcome everybody here to this live play-by-play here on Tim Reynolds Show, one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. All right, guys, how's everyone doing in the chat here? Heck yeah, we got Roman. What's going on, man? Yep, Roman Reigns, guys, is your men's Royal Rumble winner, and looks like he will be taking on CM Punk in the main event of Night 2 of WWE WrestleMania 42. Guys, it's going to be amazing. Can't wait to see that matchup. Christopher, how we doing, man? Welcome to the chat, my brother. Buddha, welcome back as well, man. You're right about that. Mello, don't miss, baby. That is right. And we all love seeing The Miz get his ass whooped. Am I right? Am I right? Come on. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're already up to 22 likes, guys. That's awesome. Don't forget, we still got 2 more hours of programming here for WWE Friday Night SmackDown. That's right, Buddha. OTC, Roman Reigns is your Royal Rumble winner. All right, what's up, Mrs. Reynolds? Said, when is WrestleMania? Very, very good question. April 18th and April 19th, I believe, are the exact dates. We're going to make sure we figure that out right now. Yep, April 18th and April 19th, guys, will be WrestleMania 42 this year. And we see Mello having to be restrained by the referee, and now a cheap shot by The Miz to the gut as we're back to this matchup here. And now Mello, a nice counter here, caught The Miz with a nice bulldog in the cover here. And a kick out at 2. And a very unique, like Hurricane Rana style bulldog there for Carmelo Hayes. And we see here now off the ropes, Carmelo's going airborne. A front flip takes out The Miz. And Carmelo landed hard on his back. And you'll have to wonder how that's going to play into the rest of this matchup as Carmelo throws The Miz back inside the ring. And we see Hayes favoring that lower back now, and he's going to try to head up to the top rope here. He hesitates, and that could leave an opening for The Miz. And off the rope, oh, the legs got up, the knees are up, Miz with the cover here, and a kick out at 2. And The Miz got the knees up. It almost pulls off the upset here tonight. As we look at the replay, Mello went for the frog splash, and Miz gets the knees up to the ribs and the cover, and barely able to kick out at 2 was the champion.
Of WrestleMania back in 2011 over John Cena, no less. So we know when the going gets tough, The Miz sometimes gets back to his best.
And now The Miz kicks to the chest of Carmelo. And The Miz, ducking under the kick is Hayes as he goes for the roll-up. And that kick out at 2 by The Miz. And now blocking that, Miz going for the skull-crushing finale. Oh, and a nice counter by Carmelo as he connects with the super kick. The cover, and a kick out at 2 by The Miz. And The Miz going for the skull-crushing finale and a nice counter by Carmelo Hayes as he rolls through and then hits the super kick right to the face and the chin of The Miz. What's up, JP? How we doing, brother?
Incredible run for Carmelo Hayes. Coming up with the recent victories against Shinsuke Nakamura, Leon Slater, Ilya Dragunov.
That's right, guys. WrestleMania weekend will take place right near me and my wife's wedding anniversary. I missed WrestleMania like 15, 20 years ago, said Sheldon. I know, right? And now The Miz able to counter as we see Hayes off the top rope there. And a roll through here. The Miz, bounces Carmelo off the top rope into a springboard powerbomb. And the pinning combination is not enough to put away Carmelo Hayes as he's able to kick out before the count of 3. And The Miz can't believe it as he tells the referee, you're slow, man. You got to pick up the pace. And we see there the referee gets there. 1, 2, and he's able to kick out before the count of 3. And now The Miz looking for the skull-crushing finale here, looking to put Carmelo away. Oh, and the back elbow. But wait a minute, The Miz counters, but Carmelo lands on his feet and went for And the Miz able to counter. Oh, and rolls through the skull-crushing finale. Oh, and the code breaker connects. And Carmelo with the cover. And there goes, and your winner here in this one, your WWE United States Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
The first 48, Joe, was superb, but this moment, go for the skull-crushing finale, that roll-through from Carmelo Hayes.
And a beautiful roll-through by Carmelo Hayes. With that skull-crushing finale attempt, the third one here tonight for The Miz, and a big victory there for Carmelo here in this matchup.
Very impressive win by Carmelo Hayes.
Recent returnee Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffany, at Royal Rumble, you were unfortunately only one elimination away from your goal of WrestleMania. How do you refocus and get your eyes back on that target of...
It's Tiffany Stratton backstage.
Kathy, I had a WrestleMania match my first year being on SmackDown, so if you think I'm going to let one bad night ruin my chances of having another Mania moment, you're wrong. Which is why my sights are not set on Elimination Chamber, and tonight I remind everybody why SmackDown runs on Tiffy time.
Extra, read all about our... Newsflash, tacky time? Nobody cares if you're back. The only headline should be, Chelsea robbed of her WrestleMania moment after Royal Rumble elimination. Here, you can read all about it and sound out some of the bigger words. But don't hurt your little brain, because the only person in this company newsworthy is me.
Chelsea, forget the headline. You should be checking the obituary, because that's where your name's going to be when I beat you tonight and your WrestleMania dreams are dead. Bye.
Yikes! Uh-oh!
Lash Legend.
It looks like Tiffy time doesn't run on Chelsea Green time. That's right, guys, as we see Chelsea Green just got talked back to backstage by Tiffany Stratton. But ladies and gentlemen, the woman that is coming out to the ring next for this Elimination Chamber triple threat qualifying match, this was the woman who had the most eliminations in the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match. And introducing first, this match is scheduled for one fall, and like I said, it's an Elimination Chamber qualifying matchup. And introducing first, it is Lash Legend! And as we head to commercial break here, which one of these three women will be able to secure their spot here for the WWE Elimination Chamber match? My favorite WWE Eva, Charlotte Flair, and the one goth chick from Australia, Sheldon, that would be Rhea Ripley. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, dude. Would it be cool if Stone Cold came back to face Gunther, says Buddha? That would be pretty cool, honestly. I would check that out. Taker, Goldberg, and Stone Cold. Oh, that'd be so cool, Sheldon, without a doubt, man. Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds. Appreciate you helping us out here on the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day thus far. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. We are here on commercial break now. And guys, we're about an hour of the way through here with this SmackDown event. Not too bad here. We've got a big matchup coming up next. And we'll make sure we'll get that up here in the chat for everybody coming up soon. All right, don't forget to pick your winner for this next matchup here. All right, and Chelsea Green. All right, there you go, everybody. Don't forget to get your votes in for our next match coming up here. It's a triple threat Elimination Chamber qualifying matchup where we will see Chelsea Green versus Lash Legend versus Tiffany Stratton in what should be an incredible matchup here, guys. So make sure you make your picks here. If you ask me, I think I'm going to go with Lash Legend here, guys. She's coming off of the Women's Royal Rumble, where she was probably the most dominant women's superstar in that Women's Royal Rumble matchup. So for me, I'm thinking Lash Legend's going to take another step forward and possibly qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber match, which would be incredible. I mean, Lash Legend in the Chamber could be a big difference maker for her and her career, as she could make her first ever main event WrestleMania. So we'll see if she's able to make that happen. That would be an incredible start for her WWE career here on the main roster since she's been called up to SmackDown. She's been working with Nia Jax, but man, after what happened at the Women's Royal Rumble, I'm expecting big things from Lash Legend.
Retain their women's tag team championships earlier tonight. Carmelo Hayes moments ago with the win over the Miz as we continue on in front of this big crowd here.
Uh-oh, and a message from the Wyatt 6.
Solo, you took the lantern and left us in the dark. Not because you wanted to be alone, because you're scared of being left behind. Scared of standing in the dark. All by yourself. So you hold the light tight, hoping it keeps everyone close.
Yikes.
But it won't. Because fear doesn't show up when everyone's together. Fear shows up when you're all alone.
Ooh. And what a creepy message there from Uncle Howdy, the leader of Wyatt 6. And I gotta tell you what, Solo Sikoa and the MFTs better watch their backs for the Wyatt 6. That was a scary message sent by the Wyatt 6.
A great upgrade they got. Rise of Lash Legend.
That's right, Lash Legend looking to build momentum after that big impact in the Women's Royal Rumble match. And now making her way to the ring from Toronto, Canada, Chelsea Green.
Accompanied by Qualifier from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada.
Oh,
She is one half.
Victoria, British Columbia, Canada.
Chelsea and the Royal Alba Fire, who in Saudi Arabia, Wade, was crawling like a human foot bench to make sure Chelsea wouldn't be eliminated from the Royal Rumble.
And the only question I have, Joe Taz, is why weren't you there crawling like an Ottoman
Why would I do that?
bench to make sure Chelsea Green wins the Royal Rumble? That's why she lost. Do your job, Joe, as a loyal subject of Her Majesty.
On the hashtag Team Aldis all the way.
This is Nick Aldis' worst nightmare, but I am saluting Chelsea Green and what a major opportunity Chelsea and his big Lash have here upcoming.
All right, guys, don't forget to get your votes in. And their opponent making her way to the ring, it's Tiffany Stratton! And you know what time it is. It's Tiffy time! And welcome back to Friday Night SmackDown as Tiffany Stratton looks to make her way on the road to WrestleMania. But it all starts tonight in this triple threat qualifying match.
She looked better than ever, Wade.
She looked better than ever, but tasted the ultimate disappointment in coming runner-up in the Royal Rumble. Of course, won by Liv Morgan, but coming runner-up is so frustrating, but now the opportunity to get back onto that road to WrestleMania.
And look at how calm and confident Lash Legend looks here. She's definitely going to be my pick to win this matchup. And oh, a slap from Chelsea Green to Tiffany, and then a slap to Lash Legend. Chelsea Green got to be out of her damn mind. And now all back-to-back hits here to Green from Tiffany and Lash. Oh, and a big right hand knocks down Chelsea Green as she rolls out of the ring. And now we're left here with Tiffany Stratton versus Lash Legend, and these two have battled it out in NXT before, and now ducking under the clothesline is Stratton. Tiffany caught, though. Lash Legend, oh, wait a minute, takes out Oba Femi there on the ringside apron, and wait a minute, Stratton lands on her feet. Lash Legend went for the boot in the corner, but Stratton able to roll out of the way, but the back elbow connects to the chin of Stratton, and now Legend has Tiffany by the throat, but a nice counter there by Stratton, and she takes down the knee of Lash Legend, and now off the ropes. Oh, the drop kick drops Lash Legend, and I believe Chelsea Green got knocked down from the ring apron by Tiffany, and now the dive through the middle ropes as Tiffany Stratton takes out Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Now back inside the ring, Tiffany Stratton has Lash Legend where she wants her, and a standing moonsault connects, but wait a minute, Chelsea Green breaks up that cover, and now we see Tiffany not too happy with Chelsea Green, and now these two going at it in the middle of the ring.
Tempers heating up here.
And oh, wait a minute, Lash Legend grabs both of them by the throats here, and now knocking down the arms, and wait a minute, ducking underneath, and now wait a minute, we see here Legend, oh, clothesline, double clothesline, takes out Lash Legend, the roll up there, and Chelsea Green tried to get her feet on the rope, but Tiffany able to kick out, and now the roll up cradle here, and a kick out at 2 by Chelsea Green. Stratton now has Green up on her shoulders. Chelsea able to counter, but the right elbow connects, and now we see Stratton throws her into the ropes. Chelsea Green holds on here. Stratton through the ropes, grabbing Chelsea Green, but catches a back elbow on the ring apron, and oh, Green pulls Stratton down on the ring apron, landing on the back of her head after pulling the hair, and now Chelsea Green, what's she looking to do here? Going up to the top rope, looking for a high-risk maneuver. Chelsea Green, the crossbody takes out Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. And Lash Legend able to roll out of the way as Green points at the WrestleMania sign. But oh, a big boot from Lash Legend knocks down Chelsea Green. And now as we see, we head to commercial break. Will Lash Legend be able to be the one who dominates and qualifies for the Women's Elimination Chamber match? We will find out when we return to WWE Friday Night SmackDown. What's up, Silly Goose? How we doing, man? Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. All right, guys, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. What's going on, Kyle? I seen your play-by-play at the Bills versus Broncos divisional game. Thank you for letting my Broncos win. Kyle, what's up, man? Hey, big victory by the Denver Broncos in that particular matchup. I think a lot of Buffalo Bills fans were not too happy with that particular outcome. And man, all because they lost that game. Sean McDermott is no longer the head coach of the Buffalo Bills. Now they've promoted offense coordinator Joe Brady to be the Bills head coach. So we'll see how that matchup plays out next season as far as that new head coaching hire. All right, guys, don't forget to get your votes in on who you're rolling with here in this matchup on Friday Night SmackDown. Appreciate you guys hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. Kyle, appreciate you, man. Thank you for hanging out on the channel, brother. All right. So, yeah, guys, been a very interesting Friday Night SmackDown thus far. Cody Rhodes got us kicked off attacking Drew McIntyre, the WWE champion, after he got involved in the Royal Rumble match in eliminating the American Nightmare. And Cody Rhodes was not too happy about that, and he wasn't going to let that go unanswered. So he started Friday Night SmackDown here by attacking Drew McIntyre when security and WWE officials had to separate Rhodes and McIntyre. We see Cody Rhodes has been barred from the building as General Manager Nick Aldis asked him to vacate the building, or else he would have to reconsider him being in the qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber next week on Friday Night SmackDown in Dallas. So we'll have to see how that plays out for Cody Rhodes as far as next week heading into that Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Now, Drew McIntyre, as far as Drew McIntyre goes, we have not seen him throughout the rest of the evening here. We're still early on, though, here on this Friday Night SmackDown, so still time to see if we'll get to hear from McIntyre or not here on SmackDown tonight. Yeah, Kyle, without a problem, man. If Kyle won 1992, if you got any football questions, guys, any wrestling questions, any shout-outs you guys would like to make, please hit me up with those super chats right here on Tim Reynolds Show. And don't forget, guys, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to help support the channel any other way you guys can, make sure you guys go check out my YouTube channel where you guys can sign up for channel memberships. And also, you can click the link on the top of my YouTube page to donate any amount that you'd like to help support the channel. So we're back in this matchup here. Chelsea Green in big trouble here. Lash Legend with the clothesline knocks down Green. And now with Tiffany Stratton up on her shoulders here. Lash Legend, what's she looking to do? Uh-oh, this could be bad. And Stratton in big trouble here as we see Lash Legend with Tiffany up on her shoulders and a bench press. Oh, slam right on top. And oh, a double splash. The cover here. And a kick out by both women. And Lash Legend dominating here early on in this triple threat matchup. Dude, Joey Logano did shave his head, dude. That was crazy. Gav, what's up? Gary Pets, what's up, man? Welcome back, brother. It would be cool if Edge returned to face Drew. That would be pretty cool. And, oh, what a nice step up Enziguri there by Chelsea Green. And wait a minute, Stratton with the step up on the back of Chelsea Green. And the drop kick takes out Lash Legend. And now we got Stratton with the springboard moonsault back elbow. But she gets caught by Lash Legend with the same move. And now, oh boy, and Tiffany lands on her feet though. Legend, oh, got caught with the big drop kick by Stratton. And that was a little sloppy there, but wait a minute, Chelsea Green looking for the unprettier here. And Green, wait a minute, as Stratton's able to roll through, Green pushes her in the corner and catches a boot. But Stratton here got tripped up by Chelsea Green, and this could be Chelsea's opportunity. She heads up to the top rope, but wait a minute, Tiffany Stratton sees her coming. And now Stratton heading up to the top rope as well. Chelsea Green in trouble here. Oh, and that's a big superplex off the top rope. And a roll through by Stratton into another suplex. And the cover here. And Lash Legend able to get there just in time to break up that 3 count. And we see here Legend picking up Tiffany Stratton.
She's looking for it. Tiffany Stratton.
Wait a minute, Stratton able to counter here, now up on the back of Lash Legend. What's going on here? And a roll through by Stratton. Legend, went for the boot. Tiffany ducks underneath it. And now, wait a minute, Lash Legend looking to pick up Chelsea. Wow! And now could we see, Stratton in trouble with the buckle bomb into the corner. And now looking for the choke slam. Lash Legend drops Tiffany Stratton. And now the cover here. And a kick out at 2. And you can definitely see some ring rust here from Tiffany Stratton. A lot of those moves were not that good, but wait a minute, Chelsea Green's up on the top rope here. Lash Legend's in trouble. And the drop kick takes out Legend. Chelsea Green with the cover here, but wait a minute, Lash Legend. And wait a minute, there's Nia Jax to save the day. And Oba Femi now getting shoved as she tries to get in the way of Nia Jax. And there's Lash Legend with the right elbow to Chelsea Green. And Nia Jax just saved the matchup for Lash Legend. And now Legend, tossed over to Timekeeper's area. And now Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton. Wait a minute, Oba Femi takes a bullet for Nia Jax, but the double super kick there from Stratton and Chelsea Green. But Chelsea Green throws Tiffany head first into the steel post. And now, wait a minute, Chelsea Green looking for the unprettier, but Stratton able to counter the roll through, as now we'll see the prettiest moonsault connect, and now Stratton with the cover. And here is your winner, and the first person to qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber match, it's Tiffany Stratton! And she's the first woman to qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. With 5 more spots available, we will determine who the #1 contender will be to either the Women's World Championship or the Women's WWE Championship at WrestleMania.
To Elimination Chamber has officially been punched, and another superstar looking to make their way to Chicago. My next guest, Randy Orton.
It's the Viper, Randy Orton.
At the end of Royal Rumble, unfortunately came up short, but tonight you have the opportunity to earn yourself a spot in the Elimination Chamber match. So how do you approach tonight?
Well, first off, Kathy, I'm not happy about my performance last week at the Royal Rumble, but not to make excuses, those were very daunting odds. Now, so is the Elimination Chamber, but when I win this triple threat qualifying match and I get into the chamber, it'll be my 10th Elimination Chamber match during my career, more than anybody, so I have more experience than anyone, and I plan on using every bit of that experience.
Ooh! Aleister Black.
To 2 of the greatest wrestlers ever. But we are so blessed to still have you, Randy. Well, at least one part of you. See that, Randy?
That was interesting. Aleister Black with some comments to the Viper Randy Orton saying it's nice to still have you here. At least one part of you? What could Aleister Black be mentioning, as we will see later on tonight? Another triple threat qualifying match for the Men's Elimination Chamber match, as we'll see Randy Orton take on Solo Sikoa and Aleister Black in a triple threat Elimination Chamber qualifying match coming up here on Friday Night SmackDown. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out. What you doing for WrestleMania, Tim? Well, thank you for asking, Sheldon. Yeah, we will be doing live play-by-play for WrestleMania, both night 1 and night 2 here on Tim Reynolds Show. So I hope you guys will be looking forward to that. WrestleMania is also kind of one of those events. I usually wear a suit. Because why not? It's WrestleMania, right? So we'll get dressed up, man, booted up here, on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure everyone's hyped up and ready for what should be an incredible WrestleMania. Now, guys, the one thing about WrestleMania, kind of gave you guys some insider information here, right, is that when you seen how good WrestleMania 40 was a couple years ago, there was obviously going to be a little bit of a downfall for the WrestleMania 41. It wasn't as hyped as maybe a lot of people would have wanted it to be, but I really do think that WrestleMania 42 coming back to Las Vegas, I think this WrestleMania is already setting up to be quite an experience and quite a WrestleMania premium live event. Especially with the fact that we've already got our big main event matchup for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, as we'll see CM Punk defend the title against the men's 2026 Royal Rumble winner, Roman Reigns. So we'll see who wins the title match there. You got to imagine it'll be Roman, right? Got to imagine. Oh, Sheldon. Love the shout out here in the chat, brother. Thank you so much for joining us here today, man. The Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, man, I didn't really get to see those guys in their prime, but they were definitely entertaining, man. Even Road Dogg, just as recently as him being on NXT, that was pretty dang entertaining as well. And I can even remember back when I seen Billy Gunn and Road Dogg in TNA, and hey, big shout out to Billy Gunn, man. He's been killing it in AEW. I think he's near the end of his run there, though, in AEW. He's getting up there in age. But that's been pretty cool to see that happen for him. There's one good thing I can say about AEW, man, is that they're opening up another platform and another business for wrestlers and for opportunities for wrestlers to be able to go out there and get on some good tape on what they can do. Ooh, Stevie says he's going to WrestleMania. Heck yeah. What's up, Anthony? How we doing, man? All right, appreciate you guys. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any wrestling questions or shout outs, or maybe even football questions or any sports questions you guys would like to ask, or just anything you want to shout out here on the live stream, make sure you guys hit me up with those super chats here on Tim Reynolds Show. All right, we're just waiting to get back from commercial break. Ooh, Sheldon says, let's go Pats against the Hawks. Nice. Ooh, Sheldon put me on the spot, huh? Who you got? Man, I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards the underdog. I usually do that in the Super Bowl if I don't have one of my teams in it.
The NXT where the future stars come from, and they're now here.
NXT has prepared people that a new era is upon us, and the future is bright. I cannot say enough about the talent that we have.
And the young OG.
That's right, guys. Javon Evans, the men's Royal Rumble Iron Man, made a terrific impression in the men's Royal Rumble matchup. And how about Lola Vice in her first women's Royal Rumble appearance, making a big impact? The women's NXT champion, JC Jane, making a big impact in the women's Royal Rumble. And how about Royce Keys making his WWE debut in the Royal Rumble match? And how about Jordynne Grace, another up-and-coming superstar with 3 eliminations in the women's Royal Rumble matchup? And Kalani Jordan making her first appearance in the Women's Royal Rumble. And how about Sol Ruka, who's turning into one of the most electrifying superstars in the WWE. And then there's Trick Willie Trick Williams, who made his Royal Rumble debut as well. And how about Lash Legend? Like we mentioned earlier, she had the most eliminations, 5, in the Women's Royal Rumble matchup. And I think the biggest one that we were all excited about was Oba Femi making his main roster debut, and he had 5 eliminations, which was tied for the most in the Men's Royal Rumble matchup. And we got to see 2 Colossus, 2 big men when Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar faced off in the Men's Royal Rumble matchup. And how about this, guys? We're in Charlotte, and how about the NASCAR drivers Ty Dillon, Zane Smith, and Todd Gilliland here from the NASCAR Cup Series hanging out on Friday Night SmackDown. NASCAR's back, baby. Guys, don't forget, we'll also be doing NASCAR content here on Tim Reynolds Show coming up. And ladies and gentlemen, we see Kit Wilson here on Friday Night SmackDown. Watch out, he doesn't like toxic masculinity.
So is Kit Wilson. It's about time we started detoxifying SmackDown. No.
Oh my God, Wade Barrett, stop. Just stop while you're ahead, dude.
No. Around here we get your shirt buttons on. I'll blow more buttons down if you want. Chest hair poking out, Joe Test. Have you ever heard of waxing at the hip? Shaving? Yeah, wiggle those hips. No, I mean, this is Exhibit A and what psychologists would call...
Yikes, and now they gave him a microphone. This is going to be interesting.
Superiority.
Those pearls.
I'm Kit Wilson, and yeah, I'm the topic. And I was at the Royal Rumble last weekend, and you know what I saw? It disgusted me! 30 chauvinistic pigs, toxic, ugly meatheads, toxic. The sweating, the grunting, toxic.
Thank you, Sheldon.
The temper tantrums, toxic!
And Jeffrey, the Daytona 500, February 15th. Heck yeah, dude. Jeffrey, I can't wait to see you there.
Men trying to battle it out to see who's the biggest alpha. Well, no wonder they didn't want me in the match. Because I am the true real man. And they can't handle a man who has confidence in his emotions.
Oh, Jesus.
A man who moisturizes.
Gotta stay moist. No.
A man who listens. A man who listens. Ever heard of that, guys?
What?
Try it.
What? What?
You are toxic. They can't handle it. You can't handle it. You can't handle a man who moves his hips like this. Take me in.
Please, will somebody take this dude out?
You are all toxic, but it is not about you. So anyone who is in the Rumble, if you are brave...
Oh, no. No. Oh, who's it gonna be? Oh, who's gonna come out and answer the challenge from Kit Wilson?
And I'm the tonic to the toxic masculinity, and my name is Kit Wilson.
Oh! And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, answering the open challenge. It's none other than the ruler, Oba Femi. Oba, 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 Oba. Hey, Kent Wilson, you might want to get out of Dodge because you've got a gorilla of a man heading into the ring, and you want to talk about toxic masculinity? Well, you're about to get slammed with a bunch of masculinity, Kent Wilson, because you're in trouble, my friend. Woo! And we already seen Oba Femi take out the War Raiders on Monday night. And the bell has rung.
I'm a feminist, so let me tell you, you are the problem. You are toxic.
Oh, and Oba Femi with a chop dropped Kent Wilson with one hit. And now Oba sees him. Oh, and a big hit in the corner. Oba again with another big shoulder thrust in the corner. And a third uppercut shoulder thrust. And now Oba lifts up Kent Wilson and tosses him like a rag doll. And now we see here Oba picks up in the huge power bomb. The sit-out power bomb from Oba Femi takes out Kent Wilson. And here is your winner, Oba Femi. Yeah, Matt A7 will be starting up NASCAR for the Daytona 500. My guy was Jeff Gordon, says Shelton. Hey, yeah, now it's Logano. Logano's a three-time champ, actually, I think. I'm going to go with my old driver, Martin Truex Jr. He's going to be racing the number 56 card. Oh, heck yeah, dude. I didn't know, Jeffrey, I didn't know Martin Truex qualified yet. Dude, Sheldon, appreciate you, brother. Oh, Jeffrey, I love Mark Martin, man. And now there's R-Truth and Damian Priest backstage.
I'm just saying, dog. Over stands for, oh my goodness. Bro, did you see him in the Rumble? Man, he was smashing, pounding, eating people. Did he put his hands on you? My bad. Doesn't even matter. Dog, listen, I know we did it, but Oba didn't touch not one single ball, and he got into the Rumble. What you think about that?
True. Do you ever?
Yo! Excuse me?
You and I have done this enough. Looks like you have enough problems. I don't think you need another one.
And R-Truth and Damian Priest backstage getting into it a little bit as Drew McIntyre bumps into R-Truth. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next on Friday Night SmackDown, it is the undisputed WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre. And after being attacked to start Friday Night SmackDown, I wonder what we're going to hear from Drew. Yo, R-Truth in the chat, what's up? Heck yeah, dude. Larson, my guy, heck yeah, Matt. Larson won the championship last year.
The WWE Championship that he earned in Germany back on January 9th.
Boom, 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 boom.
That epic 3 stages of hell match. Who was able to conquer Cody.
And let's see what the WWE Champion has to say. And oh no! Now Jacob Fatu is attacking Drew McIntyre! The Samoan werewolf now from one corner. And oh, the backside slam corner, and it's a bad night for Drew McIntyre. Off the ropes, Fatu clotheslines McIntyre outside the ring. And now Fatu, diving through the ropes, takes out Drew McIntyre. And the Samoan Werewolf with the assault on the WWE Champion. And now security being taken out by a Samoan Werewolf. Oh my goodness. And one security guard thrown into the steel steps. Another one thrown over the announce table. And now Fatu's losing it. And Fatu's still throwing around, and oh my goodness, the right hand of McIntyre. And Drew is just not having a good night here, folks.
Who again is scampering out. Fatu is up on our announce desk. He has taken over this arena.
We declare these bodies now strewn around the ring, and I'm quickly counting 6 or 7 are the only reason Drew McIntyre got out of there. Wow.
Taco Bell's new Let's Value menu.
Well, that was a little shocking, huh? R-Truth, what's going on, dude? If this is the real R-Truth in the chat, it's going to be pretty awesome, man. Welcome, R-Truth WWE. What's going on, man? Yo! Big South Philly 215. What's up, my friend? Welcome back, man. Happy to see you too, man. You're a legend as well, brother. We appreciate you here on Tim Reynolds Show. Heck yeah, Sheldon. What's going on, man? Big shout out to R-Truth in the chat. Let's go, man. All right, guys, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're already up to 30 likes on the live stream. Not too bad for being halfway through. So hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, man, talk about a bad night for Drew McIntyre. I mean, geez, you start off the show getting jumped by Cody Rhodes, and then we thought we were going to hear from McIntyre now about halfway through the show, and unfortunately, he gets attacked again, but this time it's the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu. And ladies and gentlemen, we could have predicted this after SmackDown a few weeks ago. We now could possibly see a triple threat match for the WWE Championship at Elimination Chamber. We're going to kind of wait and see how this plays out, right? But it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. It looks like Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu both want a piece of Drew McIntyre. So how will General Manager Nick Aldis figure out a way to sort this out? We're going to have to wait and see. Yeah, Sheldon, Cody's a big guy, a big favorite there amongst the WWE Universe, but I do think it would be a little more interesting to see how Cody Rhodes would be at WrestleMania without going for the title. I mean, the last time we seen Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania that wasn't for the WWE Championship, it was him versus Seth Rollins, and that was pretty freaking dope, if you ask me, in Cody Rhodes' return match to wrestle or to WWE. So for me, the possibility of seeing maybe like Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania, that could be a big possibility. But we'll have to see how things play out. You know how it goes with WWE, guys. They always try to keep us guessing. Jeffrey, I love it, man. Jacob Fatu is all gas, no brakes with it. You heard? I probably don't do it as good as he does, but heck yeah. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You guys can also sign up for channel memberships on my YouTube channel and my YouTube page, guys. You'll also see a link at the top of that page that you guys can click and donate any amount that you choose to help support the channel. You guys can also hit me up on the live stream here with any shout outs, any wrestling questions or sports questions you guys have right here on the live stream with those super chats. So don't forget to check it out here on Tim Reynolds Show. 2 Omega, what's going on, man? I feel like it's going to be Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes versus McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Yeah, that could be a big possibility, especially at Elimination Chamber. I'm excited for that.
Arena in Tampa. Of course, the first premium live event after WrestleMania 42. Tickets for WWE Backlash go on sale Friday, February 20th at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. You can do that on Ticketmaster. You can purchase tickets during an exclusive pre-sale using code WWETICKS starting Thursday, February 19th at 10 a.m. Eastern. Tampa is getting backlash.
Hey, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Cody. You want to get your hands on Drew McIntyre, you win the Elimination Chamber. And you do that by qualifying next week. So now, with all due respect, go home. Or you can kiss that chance goodbye.
We'll line it all up there next week. Because I'm a dog walk their ass. Get your ass out of here.
So it looks like General Manager Nick Aldis had to kick out Jacob Fatu as well. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is our next match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, it's Shinsuke Nakamura! Oh, da-da-da-da-dum-dum, da-da-da-da-dum-dum, ba-da-bum-bum.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura!
Not too bad. Not too bad. Love the pyro. Boom.
Shinsuke Nakamura here on Friday Night SmackDown, delivered by Papa John's. Better ingredients.
Bum, 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 bum. What's up there, Afari? How we doing? Appreciate you there hanging out on the chat. Heck yeah, Sheldon, what's going on, man? The Unthinkable, what's going on, man? Welcome to the chat as well. And guys, introducing his opponent. In this matchup scheduled for one fall, he is one half of the WWE. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. And introducing his opponent, it's Tama Tonga! And these two have a long history with one another, as we see accompanied by the MTF, who are the WWE Tag Team Champions. We see Tama Tonga as he looks to take on one of his old rivals from Japan, and that is Shinsuke Nakamura. Randy Orton, yep, we'll see him tonight in a triple threat elimination chamber qualifying matchup, which will be the main event here tonight. But coming up next, we've got this next matchup here, and we'll see Tama Tonga taking on Shinsuke Nakamura.
The potency of Shinsuke Nakamura in ring in the year 2026 is not quite as strong as it was during their days competing back in Japan, saying that Shinsuke Nakamura is no longer deserving of the King of Strong Style moniker. I would argue that.
So now we've got, a bunch of shots to the gut here, and Tama Tonga now with the clubbing blows takes down Shinsuke.
The best he's looked in a little while in ring, and certainly came within.
So Tama Tonga keeping the offense up here early on with the headbutt, rocking Shinsuke here. And now from the corner, Shinsuke thrown into the opposite corner. Oh, and able to move out of the way at the last second. Tama Tonga runs into the top turnbuckle, catches a boot, and now in the right spot. Oh, and the running knee to the gut. A nice signature move there by Shinsuke, and now the kicks to the chest here, and Nakamura looking to gain some momentum here.
Such an epic performance against AJ Styles. to me, clearly back in top form.
Oh, and now Shinsuke with those kicks to the chest. There on the bottom turnbuckle to Tama Tonga.
April 18th and 19th, WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas.
And now, Shinsuke off the ropes here. Oh, Tonga able to counter. Oh, Shinsuke dodges here, but Tama Tonga, oh, and he dodges in the front flapjack there, connects.
Of course, we're used to him being the feral, wild animal of the MFTs, and he's really made a mark for himself since arriving at
Now we see here the boot to the face of Nakamura, but Nakamura able to roll out of the way. But now we see here Tama Tonga in pursuit. Oh, the distraction pays off as the MFTs able to pull off a distraction against Nakamura, and now he's slammed head first on the announcer's table. And now, oh my goodness, Tama Tonga from the barrier here, and oh, the big elbow to the back of the neck of Shinsuke Nakamura as he was up on the announcer's table there. Can Tama Tonga continue this assault on Shinsuke Nakamura? Well, we're going to find out here coming up after these commercial breaks. Yikes. All right, thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, we are on commercial break, guys. We'll try to keep you up to date. Don't forget, guys, if you have any wrestling questions or shout-outs or any sports questions, anything like that, make sure you guys hit me up with those super chats here on Tim Reynolds Show. And welcome to this WWE Friday Night SmackDown live play-by-play here on Tim Reynolds Show. So Tama Tonga in control of this matchup against Shinsuke Nakamura. We got to get that in the chat here. I can't even spell his freaking name. Ain't no way I'm going to be able to do that. What's up, Zone Edits? Yeah, man, we watching some SmackDown, brother. Heck yeah. What's up, Martin? What about soccer? Not a big soccer fan, my brother. Not a big soccer fan. Well, look at that. Buddha can be playing some WWE 2K25. Heck yeah, that's cool, man.
$1 billion. And Slick loves saving money. Car show.
What's up, leg man? How we doing? How we doing? Appreciate you there, Buddha, helping us out here on the channel, my friend. So Tama Tonga in complete control of this matchup thus far, and a right hand right to the chin of Shinsuke Nakamura as he continues to try to battle back in this matchup. A headbutt there taking down Shinsuke, and Tama Tonga now taunting Shinsuke Nakamura here as he looks to put him away. And now we see a submission hold here with that side headlock here from Tama Tonga as he looks to put Shinsuke Nakamura away. Yeah, Sheldon, that's probably about it, man. We do football, NASCAR, and wrestling. Yeah, that's about it, man. I like baseball, but that can be a little slow-paced. And they're on such random times that it makes it hard to kind of live stream. Not a big basketball guy into the playoffs, and I love watching hockey. It's just so hard to commentate on, especially with all the weird names. So now we're back in this matchup. Shinsuke with a knee to the gut and the leg to the back of the head, and a nice drop kick there from Shinsuke Nakamura, who's now back in control in this matchup against Tama Tonga. And now the kicks to the chest. Once again, 3 kicks to the chest, knock down Tama. And Tama Tonga in some trouble now. Shinsuke Nakamura looking to gain some momentum here. And now back in this matchup. Oh, catches the leg. Oh, Shinsuke answers, though, with the opposite leg connecting to the side of the head of Tama Tonga. And now Tama in some trouble in the corner. Oh, he went for the kick. Shinsuke able to counter. And now Shinsuke has him where he wants him. And oh, and the drop there off the middle rope. That German suplex-like maneuver drops Tama Tonga to the mat. And now up on the middle rope here, Shinsuke looking for a maneuver. Oh, and the big knee, the shin right to the face. And a kick out at 2 by Tama Tonga. And Shinsuke knows he's going to have to do more than that to put away Tama Tonga here in this matchup. And Shinsuke picking up Tama Tonga here, looking for the backside suplex, but Tama Tonga counters with the back elbows to the back of the head, and now, oh, what a neck breaker connected to Shinsuke, and that could be the opening that Tama Tonga needed in this matchup. And now in the corner, Tama Tonga looking to, oh, hit Shinsuke with the splash, and now picks him up with the chicken wing and drops him with the front side slam. The cover here, and a kick out at 2 by Shinsuke Nakamura.
Tama Tonga possesses here, such explosive movement, medals that with some power offense like that. Double underhook face buster that almost put Shinsuke away. Shinsuke does not look the same man. That neck is in a bad way. Coming to shoulder too.
You can see it on his face, can't you?
Really going in for the kill now is Tama Tonga.
And instead, oh, it's Shin.
And Shinsuke able to counter, and caught with the headbutt is Tama Tonga, and now Shinsuke looking to take advantage, and oh, what a backside suplex, completely flipping Tama Tonga, who lands on his face, but now being saved by the MFTs, but a sliding drop kick takes out one of the MFTs. And now Shinsuke better watch his back. And Tama Tonga, went for the DDT. And he's able to connect. And that could be the opening Tama Tonga needed. Yeah, Martin, I like watching IndyCar. And DJ Wright, Braun Breaker did get screwed. And now, wait a minute, Shinsuke able to counter. And a nice backside suplex. Connects, dropping Tama Tonga there on the back of his neck. And that could be the opening Shinsuke Nakamura needed to get back into this matchup here, folks.
That Tama Tonga made recently, challenging Nakamura as to what he is at this phase of his career, saying maybe it should be the Shinsuke.
Alfred, what's going on, buddy? And the big right hand and the right elbow connects. Another right elbow. Another right elbow. And Shinsuke says, bring it on. And another elbow there connects. This time combination elbows from Shinsuke Nakamura. And the headbutt from Tama Tonga. Another headbutt. But wait a minute. Shinsuke responds with, a spinning round kick. And after the knee to the chest, now Shinsuke back to his feet.
Precision strikes have done the damage tonight on Tama Tonga.
And wait a minute, fired up is Tama Tonga here. And Shinsuke able to catch him up on his shoulders here. And Tama Tonga could be in trouble. And drops him. And now the cover here. But a kick out at 2. And wait a minute. And now, Tama Tonga able to take advantage of the distraction by the MFTs to the referee as the other member held back there on the corner, and that could be the opening Tama Tonga needed with the big back elbow. And Tama Tonga gets the 1-2-3 victory over Shinsuke Nakamura. Thanks to the help of the MFTs, the WWE Tag Team Champions. Sheldon, no problem, buddy.
Serious note. Hey,
Buddha, what's going on, man?
I hope you're proud of yourselves. Look what you did to Johnny.
That is not Johnny. That is a pile of dirty laundry. You're not fooling anyone.
That's not nice to say. He's been like this all week. He's doing it on all the furniture. And
we were just taking back what Johnny stole, and in spectacular fashion. But go on.
Yes, we did.
you don't even know what that mask meant to him, okay?
Incredible.
No, Candice, we don't know. So please, let us know how much it meant for Johnny to lose my match.
No. It's not worth it, okay? Like, whatever state the poor man finds himself, it was clearly his doing. So, with that being said, let's go talk to Nick Aldis, yeah?
Sure.
In a bit, boys. Catch up with you.
I've known him a long time. Please talk to him, please.
You know what? You're right, Candice. We have known him a long time. But here's the thing. Do you remember when he deceived us? When he lied to our face? When he cost us the WWE Tag Team Championship? Because I remember that. You remember that? I remember that. You want us to talk to him? You're out of your mind.
Please talk to him. He needs you right now. Please.
And Candice LeRae trying to help out Johnny Gargano as the Motor City Machine Guns and Fraction run into him in a not-so-good position backstage.
Women's Tag Team Champions Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, congratulations on another successful title defense tonight. Talk to me about how you think that went and your competitors.
Julia and Kiana put up a good match, but these are still our titles.
Exactly. And look, we're on the way to WrestleMania, and everyone's supposed to be on their A game, but so are we. And we're not planning on letting go of these bad boys anytime soon.
Well, speaking of the road to WrestleMania, how do you pivot that quickly from your match tonight to your Elimination Chamber qualifying match this Monday?
I don't have to. I'm going to take this momentum straight to Raw. And even though our priorities are the Tag Team Championships, we don't mind adding a little bit more gold.
Whatever.
Uh-oh.
An Elimination Chamber would be wasted on you. It should have gone to Lash, but she was screwed over tonight.
For as big and bad as you guys are, you sure use some excuses like a couple of whiny little...
What, Rhea? Don't play with me. It's okay. You know, you're lucky that we weren't in the ring with you guys tonight, because we would have been walking out the Tag Team Champions.
Is that the challenge?
No, it's a threat. You know what? You two have been ducking us long enough. It's time I speak to Nick Aldis.
Yikes.
Well, congratulations again. I'll let you guys be.
And Lash Legend and Nia Jax with some strong words. But wait a minute. There's Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And the former WWE Tag Team Champions here tonight. And very interesting to see Roxanne, or I should say Raquel Rodriguez with Liv Morgan here.
Same Friday fight. SmackDown on Sci-Fi. Starting next Friday, 8/7 Central. Only on Sci-Fi. Good luck.
Look at that, guys. Looks like SmackDown's going to be on a new channel next week. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, guys, we already know one of the big main events for WrestleMania coming up in Las Vegas. We'll see CM Punk defend the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against the men's 2026 Royal Rumble winner, the OTC Roman Reigns. That should be a very interesting matchup. But, guys, it's been a very interesting Friday Night SmackDown this far. Really appreciate you guys hanging out on the channel. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. All right, we're here on another commercial break, guys, so we'll try to keep everything going. And thank you guys so much for hanging out on the channel. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys have any football questions or any wrestling questions or any shout outs you guys would like to ask here on the live stream. Make sure you guys hit me up with those super chats. Boom, 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 boom. Guys, man, the Olympics are kicking off today. That's pretty interesting, man. Yikes, a lot of litigation coming around the NFL right now, guys. Trying to get you all up to date on any news that's happening at the moment. Nothing really big right now to go over.
You just got...
All right, don't forget, guys, to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Guys, I cannot believe it. Kit Wilson got dominated by Oba Femi, man. You say Brown Breaker there, Jeffrey? You mean Braun Breaker? What's up, Cody? How we doing, man? All right, and we are back to Friday Night SmackDown here on the channel, everybody. Alfred, appreciate you, man. Who's your favorite WWE? I'd say right now, I'd really like Oba Femi and Roman Reigns. A couple of good guys there.
You can purchase tickets during an exclusive pre-sale by visiting AXS.com starting next Wednesday, February 11th at 1 p.m. Eastern. Now, to register to be the first to hear about pre-sale opportunities, visit WWE.com/WM42Week.
You know, Cody, I've been better, man, but I'm doing good, man. I'm doing all right. And there's Kit Wilson backstage after getting his butt whooped.
This is all your fault.
My fault?
Yeah, your fault. Toxic masculinity was on its way out before you came in here looking like a protein bar with chisel abs. Don't you laugh. Don't laugh, Apollo. You are toxic. And I'm not finished with you yet.
Bro, I already told you, if you want to step up, I'm always ready, all right?
Always ready.
Yeah.
Excuse me, boys. I need a warm bath.
This is his problem, bro. I have no idea.
So Matt Cardona and Apollo Creed confronting Kit Wilson. But ladies and gentlemen,
North Carolina, please welcome the winner of the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble, Liv Morgan.
and General Manager Nick Aldis welcoming the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble winner, accompanied by Raquel Rodriguez. It's Liv Morgan!
Woman of the Year in WWE in 2024. 2025 was supposed to be the same way. Injury dashed hopes to that, but 2026 immediately back on track. Finally winning a Royal Rumble after two previous.
Oh, what's up, Trolling Around? Appreciate you, man.
Things are looking really, really.
Yeah, Sheldon, I'm an old school guy, too, when it comes to WWE.
She holds the hand everybody wants in Vegas, a choice for WrestleMania.
So we'll hear what Liv Morgan has to say here on Friday Night SmackDown. Yeah, Jeffrey, it's Scott Steiner. Or I think that's his uncle, maybe. So annoying.
But you know what? I'm not just the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time. No, I'm so much more. I am the hottest. I am the smartest. I'm the funniest. I'm the most charismatic. I'm the most talented. And I am the most iconic woman in the history of WWE.
What? Luke, I am your father.
Comes with a lot of power. And with great power comes great responsibility.
Oh, gosh.
And I have a very big decision to make.
Don't you steal a line from Spider-Man.
So, I can choose to face Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's World Championship. Or I can choose to face Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. I've been thinking really, really long and hard about it, but I've got to be honest with you guys. WrestleMania is not the only thing that's been on my mind.
Interesting.
There is a huge elephant in the room that I'd like to address. Raquel, I think that... No. I want to address the elephant in the room.
Ooh. Whoa, wait a minute. Uh-oh. And looks like this has been crashed by the WWE Women's Champion. It's Jade Cargill. And a storm is most certainly coming here in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we see the WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill. And we'll hear what the champ has to say as she interrupts Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. What's up, Trent? Oh, I'm a big Lita fan, Sheldon.
Liv, I don't care that you won the Rumble. And I damn sure don't care that you're here tonight on SmackDown. Now let me make myself crystal clear. If you choose me, I'ma beat that ass at WrestleMania.
Damn. She didn't hesitate.
By the way, what the hell are you looking at?
Jade, oh my gosh, you were so hilarious. You were so funny. Okay. If I were you, I'd watch what I say. Because I can easily choose Stephanie at WrestleMania and then let Raquel be the one to humble you and take your title.
Doing good, Taylor.
And then we both leave WrestleMania champions.
Uh-oh, and you knew it was only a matter of time before we'd hear from Jordan Grace. And she's been looking to get in contention.
I want to say congratulations, Liv. You won the Rumble and did what you had to do in order to earn a title match at WrestleMania. But if I could get the champ here to defend the title, then it might be me you're facing in Vegas.
Jordy, I know you're new here, but I don't know who the hell you think you are coming out here interrupting me. I am the greatest Royal Rumble winner. Shut up, bitch!
Oh!
All of you, shut up, please, just for 1 second. Now, Liv, I'm always happy to welcome you to SmackDown, but it's like we talked about last week, okay? My one condition, if you're available to talk,
you're available to fight.
Oh! Uh-oh!
We're going to do Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Jade Cargill and Jordan Grace. And I need a referee out here. Because Charlotte, we're going to do this right now.
And General Manager Nick Aldis laying down the hammer. And the General Manager makes this match official. And now Jordan Grace will have to team up with the WWE Women's Champion. But this match has already started. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan taking out Jordan Grace and the Women's WWE Champion, Jade Cargill. And now Cargill ducks under the clothesline, the back elbow to Raquel Rodriguez, and Jordan Grace with the spine buster on Liv Morgan, and a spine buster from Jade Cargill. And these two women laying down the gauntlet here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. But will they be able to coexist in this tag team matchup here tonight? As we will see the WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill team up with Jordan Grace to take on the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we were about to find out what the elephant in the room was between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. But of course, we were interrupted before we could figure out what that statement meant. Now, could this be the end of the Judgment Day? Could this be Liv Morgan trying to use her possible main event matchup that she is guaranteed being the Women's Royal Rumble winner against Jade Cargill, which would allow Raquel Rodriguez to try to challenge Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's World title once again? I'm not exactly sure. We've already seen Raquel Rodriguez have 2 championship matches with Stephanie Vaquer, but both of them have been pretty stellar, if you ask me. So this could be a very interesting sort of ploy or plan here by the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan. But man, I'm really curious, wondering what that elephant in the room is for Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. But we've got to get ready for this tag team matchup coming up next here on Tim Reynolds Show for this WWE SmackDown Live Play-by-Play. What's up, Sheldon? Oh, Jerron Church, bro, how's it going, man? Welcome back in the chat. We got Jerron Church, 830. Welcome back, brother. Jeffrey, how we doing? Trish Stratus was mine. Oh, man. He said, who was your favorite WWE diva of all time? Probably Lita or Trish Stratus. I would say so. What's up, Trent? How we doing? Taylor says, don't let Drew McIntyre ever speak. He sucks. Yeah, man, I get you there. Yo, big shout out, man, to Jerron Church. Welcome back into the chat. One of the longtime supporters here of the channel. Appreciate you, brother. Heck yeah, man. Pat's gonna win, says Sheldon, looking at the Super Bowl. Heck yeah, Trent, welcome to the channel as well, man. Alfred wants to know who will win the Super Bowl. I think I'm going with the underdogs, guys. I think I'm going to go with the Patriots, if you ask me, man. All right. Yo, Jerron Church, man, you still in the chat? Appreciate you, brother. Haven't heard from you in a while, man. I missed you on the last live stream, so hope you're doing well. Jeffrey says, I'm originally from Connecticut, so go Pats. Heck yeah, man. Appreciate that, guys. All right, waiting to get back to the action here on Tim Reynolds Show. Excuse me. Say big money at ba-boom. Oh, and guys, we're back to this matchup here on Friday Night SmackDown. Jordan Grace and Jade Cargill taking on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
Very outspoken, stepping to Jade Cargill, the WWE Women's Champion.
And now the double team here. Jordan Grace in some trouble. Liv Morgan with the splash in the corner. A nice double team. And Raquel with the splash as well. And now picking up Jordan Grace and slamming her down. A nice body slam. The cover here. And a kick out at 2.
Grace have absolutely zero chance.
That's awesome, Alfred.
This matchup, but it might be a fight for survival at this point for Jordynne Grace.
Of course, we're just 5 days removed from Liv's weekend in Riyadh when she won the Royal Rumble. And we will see which direction she goes in for WrestleMania 42. 10 weeks away from the whole world having eyes.
And a kick out at 2 by Jordynne Grace as Raquel Rodriguez tries to finish this matchup early.
Cargill right in front of us tonight that she will choose for her championship match.
Cargill came out here tonight to send a message to Liv Morgan. You do not want to be facing me, Royal Rumble winner.
Oh, and a big backside slam connects there. And now Jordynne Grace in trouble. Oh, but rolls out of the way from that slam from Raquel Rodriguez, who's able to make the tag to Liv Morgan. And now Liv with the knees to the gut here, and Jordynne Grace in some trouble. Liv Morgan picks her up in a nice suplex, and she's going for the Three Amigos here. And connects with a second suplex. And Liv Morgan looking for a third here.
Taking the Royal Rumble. Three Amigos.
Oh, but look at Jordynne Grace with the suplex of her own. Takes out Liv Morgan. Liv went for the clothesline. Jordynne Grace, slams Liv into the corner 3 times. And now the roll through here. Liv caught with the clothesline. Jordynne Grace, another clothesline. And Jordynne with the third clothesline takes down Liv Morgan.
The women's division is getting that firsthand right now.
Great addition to the SmackDown roster is Jordynne Grace.
Oh, and a nice slam there. Liv Morgan not looking good here. And Jordynne Grace with another slam. The cover here. But, Raquel Rodriguez able to break up that pinfall before the count of 3. And now ducking under the clothesline. A nice backhand fist there from Jordynne Grace. And now Raquel thrown outside the ring by Jordynne. And now Grace, catches Liv Morgan, who was going for the Oblivion here. And now Liv could be in big trouble. And Jordynne Grace picks up Liv on her shoulders here. Liv in big trouble, but lands on her feet. And the code breaker connects to Jordynne Grace, knocking her down.
Connecting with that low blower, dropping Jordynne Grace. And Cargill enjoyed that, now mockingly reaching for the tag.
And here comes Rodriguez straight across, targeting Jade Cargill.
Cargill cheap shotted there by Big Mammy Cool. Well, this is some raw power in itself. And Cargill, who I think had no interest in getting...
Oh, and what a big kick. Jade Cargill end up kicking Jordynne Grace. And now Raquel Rodriguez right behind her. And Jade Cargill now sees Raquel. And now ducking. Raquel the boot to Liv Morgan. And a miscommunication there could cost them this matchup. And now it's Jade Cargill versus Raquel Rodriguez in this ring.
And now look at this standoff.
Boy, oh boy, does the world want to see this.
The women's champion, Jade Cargill.
And we see there Jordynne Grace hits Raquel. The roll up here. And Jordynne Grace gets the victory in this matchup. And here is your winner, the team of the WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill and Jordynne Grace.
Knocks down the champ, Jade Cargill, in the process, sending a little message there to Jade Cargill. There's some real smart stuff there from Jordynne Grace, and that was a victory I don't think many people were anticipating.
And you see there Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez staring down one another in this SmackDown ring.
You want to get yourself to challenge the champs at
Yikes.
WrestleMania? Well, the champs have to get to WrestleMania with their championship intact first. Maybe Jordynne Grace has got something to say about that to Jade Cargill.
There's so much still to reflect on from last week's Royal Rumble, including Sami Zayn's attempt at the undisputed WWE Championship. Once again, unable to topple Drew McIntyre in 12 career matches against him. Sami Zayn
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We did see Sami Zayn take on Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship. And it would be McIntyre's 12th straight victory over Sami Zayn, who remains defeated in his career in any match against Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre barely got the shoulder up. Well, he said he'd do anything. A defiant Sami. Sami Zayn may be battered, but the heart is the last thing to go.
What's up, Carson? How we doing, buddy? And a big victory for Drew McIntyre. And there's Sami Zayn backstage.
Keep your head up, Sammy.
Amigo, are you okay? Look, I know you lost at Royal Rumble, pero todos estábamos contigo, apoyándote. Sammy, you are a big inspiration for me. And for
It's Ray Phoenix talking to Sami Zayn.
If you can do it, that means we can do it.
Over here chopping it up when Mr. can't get the job done, huh?
Hey, Drake, it's better you show some respect for one of the greatest. Huh?
Who, Sammy? Yeah, Sammy's great, but he's the guy who makes it to the playoffs, but he can't get the ring. He's Charles Barkley. I'm Michael Jordan. 2 months here, already putting the game on my back. Look, Ray, ain't about being no pillar, ain't about being no role model. It's about getting the job done. And Trick Williams, ooh yeah, knows how to get the job done. Let's talk about it. Now, who you gonna listen to?
Look, Trick, no entendí nada. All I know is you got a big mouth. If you are keeping talking, I'm gonna knock your teeth out.
Ooh!
Anytime, anywhere.
Looks like Trick Williams and Ray Phoenix are heading on a crash course. But Sami just looks really defeated. Yikes. Yeah, Carson, Trick Williams is a guy from NXT coming up now on the main roster. A big guy to pay attention to here, folks. That's for sure. Dun 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 dun. Bump bump. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, Trick Williams is one of those cocky heel types who definitely loves to do a lot of talking. That's for sure. All right, guys, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. It's been a pretty cool Friday Night SmackDown thus far. We've got ourselves about 40 minutes left to go. In our main event tonight, we will see an Elimination Chamber triple threat qualifying match for the men's Elimination Chamber match. We already seen earlier today that Tiffany Stratton was the one to be able to qualify first for the women's Elimination Chamber match in that triple threat matchup where she took on Lash Legend and Chelsea Green and was able to get the victory. In the main event tonight, we'll see Randy Orton taking on Jacob Fatu, taking on Solo Sikoa and Aleister Black in a triple threat qualifying match here coming up in the main event of Friday Night SmackDown. Yeah, Carson, for real. Yeah, cocky son of a gun. That is for sure. Oh, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. What's up, house phone? How we doing? I'm predicting CM versus OTC. Oh, yeah, I think Roman's going to win that.
Because I'm still the WWE Women's Champion, and I'm still going to Mania.
I'm so glad you mentioned WrestleMania. Congrats on the big win, by the way, because Jade, don't lock in those WrestleMania plans just yet, because next week on SmackDown, you're defending that championship against Jordan Grace. Good luck.
Bet. See you next week.
Well, guys, it is official now. We will see Jordan Grace defend the WWE Women's Championship against the now #1 contender, Jordan Grace. All right. Peace out, Alfred.
The whole WWE universe was locked in. On the mic, face-to-face with Roman Reigns and CM Punk, and they took things to the next level of just pure fire and unfiltered truth. It was as raw as could be.
That's right, guys. Last Monday, we will see what happened when Roman Reigns confronted CM Punk.
So the question is, do we go after the title that I made, or do you prefer CM Punk?
I know who you're picking, so go ahead. Take the easy way out. Pick Drew McIntyre. Or you could go after the man that has made this title and has held it down in your absence as the heavyweight champion of the world. Once upon a time, I was champion for 434 days. With Paul Heyman by my side, you followed in my footsteps. And yeah, you were champ for what, 1,316 days? Congratulations. But news for you, just because you did it longer doesn't mean you did it better.
Ooh.
You choose to be a part-timer. I choose to be a fighting champion, just like I chose to bring you into this company along with the rest of the Shield. And you choose to follow in my footsteps. You learn from the best. I'm proud of you.
I learn from you? I learn from you? The only thing I learned from you is what not to do. Let's get one thing straight here, Phil. You wouldn't be here without me. When they wanted to sign you back, who'd you think they came to? Who'd they ask if it was all good? Me. And then I let you back here, and what do? You screw me. You take my wise man, you try to brainwash my cousins, and you almost brainwashed me. Because at War Games, I shook your hand like a man. What we say, zebras or some stupid like that, huh? And what do? You mock me in my back when we're walking up the ramp like I'm some little young boy. Guess what? I made my choice. I'm picking you because I hate you. I've always hated you. And WrestleMania is going to be the best day of my life. Because in the main event, you will acknowledge me.
And the OTC Roman Reigns, the men's 2026 Royal Rumble winner, has made his decision. It will be CM Punk versus Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania 42, where the World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. And wait a minute, Drew McIntyre's back out near the ring, and he is not too pleased.
I came here tonight with something to say, and damn it, I'm gonna say it. First of all, Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu should be banned from the Elimination Chamber qualifying matches for attacking me like cowards, so I call BS on that.
Uh-oh.
Sami Zayn, he believed he was going to win the big one. So many people believed Sami was going to win the big one, but I crushed him. It was broken dreams for him, and that's what's going to happen to anybody that gets in the ring with Drew McIntyre.
All right, Drew.
Let's talk about Monday night, shall we? CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I heard what you had to say, guys, and quite frankly, I was disappointed. Yeah, the OTC and CM Punk, for such big superstars, came across to me as very, very insecure. I mean, they would take a dig at me, and then the other one would defend me just by telling the truth, shutting down their argument, and talking about me doesn't upset me. I don't care, talk about me all day long. What frustrated me was trying to make this brand and this title feel second rate. For the SmackDown roster, if you didn't see that as a declaration of war, and you don't wrestle every match like it's your last match, I'll show your arse the door. As for this title, what did you say, Punk? The man makes the title makes the man. This man has been through hell to get this title. This man never quit when times got tough or went part-time or would never go part-time. Was there when the world shut down, ate banquets of crap, and I've earned this title. How about the men that made this title? The Sammartinos, the Hogans, the Bret Harts, the Shawn Michaels, the not Dusty Rhodes, the Triple H's, the Stone Colds, the Rocks. Real men. If you try to lie to yourself and say this ain't the #1 title, they'll look you right in the eye and call you a bold-faced liar. And Roman, I get it, bro. I know why you picked Punk. On one hand, you have a 280-pound Scottish war machine, and on the other hand, you got that tattooed sociopath, Fragile Phil, who's always one fall away from his career being over. Without your Samoan army, I'd kill you. You made the best choice for you, so good luck at WrestleMania. When you two are out there acting like a couple of little boys and aura farming, me, I got the entire rosters climbing over each other to get in that chamber for the right to face the #1 champion, the undisputed champion, the real best in the world in the main event of WrestleMania.
Tell him, Drew.
The undisputed champion, Drew McIntyre.
And finally, the WWE champion McIntyre gets his words out after being attacked twice tonight on SmackDown, once by Cody Rhodes and the other by Jacob Fatu. But wait a minute. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. And ladies and gentlemen, it's Trick Williams interrupting the WWE champion.
Hey, yo, Drew. I figured I'd come out here, watch the main event, maybe kick up my lemon pepper steppers, and watch this qualifying match. And then it hit me, Drew, you worried about all the wrong things. You worried about Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, Raheem. Let me give you some advice, dog. You need to be worried about the future of the business. The most qualified man on SmackDown, I'm talking about Trick Williams. Because Trick Williams is the man that's going to take that title from you at WrestleMania. Ooh, yeah, let's talk about it.
I did say step up, and you just stepped up. But a little bit of advice for you, kid. Walk before you run. Because if you interrupt the champ again, I'll stick those lemon pepper steppers where the sun don't shine.
Tell him, Drew. Better watch where you stepping, Willie. What's up, Chris? No, I don't think Jey Uso's in the front row.
The men's elimination chamber qualifying match. Solo, Aleister Black, and the Viper coming your way.
Monday. Opportunity hits the mat. As the Elimination Chamber qualifying matches continue, the road to WrestleMania runs through Raw. Monday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Netflix.
All right, guys, what a unique segment we seen there on Friday Night SmackDown as Drew McIntyre finally gets some words out as he talks about what happened on Monday night between CM Punk and Roman Reigns. And now we're going to find out who wins the Elimination Chamber to take on Drew McIntyre in the main event of WrestleMania for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Jay is the Yeet Man. There, Carson. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. All right, appreciate you guys hanging out on the channel. If you have any wrestling questions or football questions or just any shout outs you'd like to make sure you guys hit me up right here in the live stream with those super chats. Heck yeah, Martin, appreciate you, brother. What's up, Shelton? Says Ted DiBiase. Yeah, that was a $1 million man. Boom, 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 boom. All right, guys, just waiting to get back to SmackDown here after this commercial break. Who's your all-time favorite wrestling manager, Tim? Probably got to go with Paul Heyman. I mean, he's probably just so charismatic and a guy you just love to hear talk. So, yeah, I definitely think I got to go with Paul Heyman. Bum, 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 bum. So stand out above the ground, even if we gotta shout out loud.
Also be airing because of the Winter Olympics on Sci-Fi for the next 2 weeks. Wade, take us through it.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it because we had ourselves a little showdown earlier. And so we are gonna
and guys, looks like next week on SmackDown we will see Ray Phoenix go one-on-one with Trick Williams.
Good to have Trick down here on the floor right next to us right now. And of course, you heard the news. What a headliner. The Women's Championship match, Jade Cargill and Jordynne Grace settling things. That'll happen in Dallas next week on SmackDown.
There is no race whatsoever for the women's tag champs. They were victorious tonight, but next week may be a different story. Massive test. They will defend against Nia Jax and Lash.
And guys, looks also will have Nia Jax and Lash Legend challenge for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships next week, taking on Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. And also next Friday, we'll see Alexa Bliss, Julia, and Zelina battle it out in another triple threat Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And we'll also see Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu and Sami Zayn in another triple threat Elimination Chamber qualifying match.
The hell are you? Where's my family? JC!
Excuse me, Solo. Solo, can I get your final thoughts before you go out there?
I don't have no time for no damn questions, okay? Have you seen my family? Because they better be out there. All I know is I'm going to the Elimination Chamber and I'm taking it all.
Still with the lantern of the Wyatt 6 that he claimed weeks ago. But without the MFTs by his side.
Where are the MFTs? He says he's going to take...
Yeah, Carson, it's the Olympics, man. And guys, making his way to the ring for this next match that is scheduled for one fall. And it is a triple threat Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Introducing first, it's Solo Sikoa!
It's a men's Elimination Chamber qualifier triple threat match. Introducing first, representing MFT from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa! Solo has never competed in the Elimination Chamber. This is his first attempt to qualify for it. We are just 3 weeks away from being in Chicago. First, the winner of Chamber gets championship match at WrestleMania. Earlier tonight on the women's side, we saw Tiffany Stratton advance and qualify. And now, the big one, the main event, the men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match, the triple threat.
Solo looks awfully tense as he looks to snuff out the lights of his two opponents tonight and their dreams of heading to WrestleMania via the Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber is presented by DoorDash, the official on...
Yes, Carson, they are related. And one of his opponents making their way to the ring, it's Aleister Black! Accompanied by Zelina Vega, if Aleister Black could get a victory here tonight, he would definitely take a step up in his WWE career and qualify for the WWE Elimination Chamber, which would give Aleister Black the opportunity to earn a WrestleMania main event match. All right, Sheldon, take it easy, man.
Refocus on his stated goal of getting to the very top of SmackDown and winning a world championship.
You mentioned that rivalry with Damian Priest. This is his first match since that ambulance match back on January 2nd.
Already beginning the mind games was Aleister Black. A little powwow with Randy Orton earlier. Not quite sure what to make of the words of Aleister Black. Well, playing mind games with Randy Orton is a dangerous business in and of itself.
Black with Selena by his side here for this qualifying match.
And ladies and gentlemen, the final opponent for this main event matchup, he is the Viper, Randy Orton! Designed to keep you sick. When them rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. Susan to seek you. Lights of hate. You think. I hear voices crying.
Just how close Randy Orton was to capturing the big prize in Riyadh.
I hear voices in my head. They come to me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk to me. I'll do to you. They talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
And now Randy Orton focuses on a new path to WrestleMania. The path that the winner here will take to Elimination Chamber.
What's up, Eli? I need a brewski too, man.
One of the 6 spots inside the chamber to earn a WrestleMania 42 title match. And sitting ringside, taking it all in, is Trick Willie.
There's no one cooler, is there, Joe? He looks like he's reading the paper on a Sunday afternoon.
The self-proclaimed most entertaining, most dangerous man in this business watching.
Oh, and Solo going for the clothesline. Aleister Black went for the kick. Oh, almost hit with an RKO. And there's Randy Orton scaring both of them. Oh, but Aleister Black takes out Solo. And now an uppercut from to Aleister Black from Randy Orton. And now Orton, oh, the kick to the gut from Aleister Black, who's trying to fight back here. Oh, and a big back elbow from Randy Orton. But wait a minute. Solo Sikoa now takes out Randy and throws him into the steel post. And now Solo Sikoa mocking Randy Orton. And now back up to the ring apron. But oh, a big flying elbow from Aleister Black. And now off the middle rope. Oh, a big moonsault takes down Solo Sikoa. And wait a minute, Orton. Oh, going for the backside slam on the announcer's table. But Aleister Black able to counter with a boot to the face. And now early on, Aleister Black in control of this particular matchup here in the main event of WWE Friday Night SmackDown. Will Aleister Black be able to punch his ticket to the Elimination Chamber, or will we see Solo Sikoa or the Viper Randy Orton be able to answer the call here in this triple threat main event matchup and get the victory to punch their ticket to the Elimination Chamber? This is the last opportunity for these three men to punch their ticket, or possibly have the opportunity to punch their ticket to WrestleMania. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any wrestling questions or football questions, make sure you guys hit me up right here in the live stream with those super chats. And I appreciate you guys supporting the channel any way you can. Hey. Yeah, Carson, this is a match just to get into the Elimination Chamber. You got to qualify because there's only 6 spots in the chamber. So we'll have to see which guys end up qualifying. So far, Carson, we did see Tiffany Stratton qualify earlier for the women's Elimination Chamber matchup, but she was able to defeat Chelsea Green and Lash Legend in a triple threat matchup earlier tonight on SmackDown. But that has been the only person who has qualified thus far. And I believe the chamber match is in a couple of weeks, maybe 3, if I'm not mistaken. So we're back in this matchup here, guys. As you see, Solo Sikoa battling Aleister Black now in the ring. And Solo in trouble with that ankle lock submission-like maneuver. And Randy Orton now back to his feet. And he realizes what's happening and makes his way back inside the ring. And now Randy picking up, and stomping on the chest of Aleister Black is Randy Orton. And now stomping on the hand of Solo, and now Randy stomping on the hand of Aleister Black. And stomping on the knee, and then the knee to the chin of Aleister Black, and now Solo and Aleister are in big trouble. And now Randy looking to get the crowd pumped up here in Charlotte. And Aleister Black able to hit Randy in the back as he was going for those right hands on Solo.
Final 3 at the Royal Rumble. Delivered an RKO to Roman Reigns, but immediately eliminated after that by Gunther.
Going for that big kick there. Randy simply wise to it. Great instincts from the Viper, knowing the threat that Aleister Black holds in those.
And guys, Saturday, February 28th will be the WWE Elimination Chamber matchup. So a couple weeks from Saturday. Now Randy Orton with the right hands on Aleister Black. But wait, Aleister able to counter, and Randy Orton head first off the top turnbuckle. And that's not where Randy wants to be. And now Aleister Black with the kicks to the chest.
Aleister Black succeeding on the second attempt with those chest kicks.
Now the combination here, Aleister Black trying to take down the Viper here.
Scientific approach here from Aleister Black, and it has been utterly devastating.
Yeah, you mentioned the scientific approach.
And now the right hand. Aleister Black taking down Randy Orton here in this matchup. And now we see Solo Sikoa now, throwing Aleister Black right into the barrier. And Trick Williams just trying to stay out of it here.
I'm just looking, I'm not buying, not tonight anyway. Next week might be.
And now Solo back in the ring. He's by himself here. His MFT's nowhere to be found. And now Solo trying to attack Randy Orton here. And a chop to the head of Orton. And now Solo with another chop. Takes down Orton. And Solo Sikoa continues to mock Randy Orton. And now points at the Las Vegas sign here, folks.
That the chamber delivers. That is a body designed to take.
So Solo now in control here in this main event matchup. Orton in trouble, thrown into the corner. Orton out of the corner, a big clothesline to Solo, and another clothesline knocks down Solo, and Randy ducks under that clothesline, but wait a minute, Solo's smart enough, and oh, Alistair comes in with a kick to the face, knocking down Orton, and now the elbows to Solo here, as we see Alistair got caught. Oh, and the Samoan drop by Solo, the cover here, and Alistair Black kicks out at 2.
Listen up! Friday Night SmackDown is coming to Sci-Fi. For 2 weeks, you have to tell them that part. Yes, I was getting there. Friday Night SmackDown is coming to Sci-Fi for 2 weeks. You gotta tell them when, Miz. February. Yeah, but which date specifically? Would you just let me finish? Friday Night SmackDown is coming to Sci-Fi February 13th and 20th. That's February 13th and 20th on Sci-Fi. What I just said. Friday Night SmackDown, February.
And the Miz and R-Truth doing a pretty good TV promo there. That's not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Ooh. Lemon pepper snipples. Heck yeah, heck yeah. All right, guys, we're here on commercial break as Solo Sikoa tries to gain control of this matchup here in the main event of WWE Friday Night SmackDown. And Solo here up on the middle rope. Aleister Black up on his shoulders, and this could be a big move for Solo. But we see Aleister Black able to fight out of it here. And now Aleister trying to knock down Solo Sikoa off that middle rope here. And he does with repeated shots to the face. And now Orton back in this matchup here. Solo, thrown into the steel post there. And now Orton's the one in control. Oh, but Aleister Black able to respond with a kick to the chin. And another kick to Randy Orton as Orton tries to keep the pressure on here. And the right hands coming down from Randy Orton as Aleister Black remains up on the top rope here in a not very good particular spot. And now Orton could be looking for a superplex, and it connects to Aleister Black, but there's Solo from the top rope, and a big Samoan splash, but a kick out at 2. And man, Trick Williams couldn't believe it. And it looked like Solo was going to steal this matchup, but Randy Orton able to kick out before the count of 3. And that superplex connected to Aleister Black. And then Solo with the splash. What's up, Tommy?
Massive crowd here at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. And they are seeing a great main event. Remember, Royal Rumble was one path to get to WrestleMania. But now it comes down to, can one of these 3 men...
So now Solo and Aleister Black exchanging blows here in the middle of the ring as these two try to figure out who's going to win this match. In a big boot, but that's responded with a kick from Solo.
Solo Sikoa.
And now Solo in the corner here. Oh, Aleister moves out of the way at the last second. And now from the middle rope. Oh, the knees to the face. Connect. But wait a minute. Randy Orton's back in with a clothesline. Not once, but twice to Aleister Black. And now Orton with the slam. And vintage Orton. And this could be right where he wants to be in this matchup. And now, Solo not in the greatest of spots here, but Solo able to counter. And now Orton in trouble. And now, wait a minute, Orton able to pick up Solo here. No, Solo drop back first onto the announcer's table. Not once, but twice for Solo Sikoa. And now there's Aleister Black. Oh, and a thumb to the eye by Randy Orton. And a vintage Ric Flair-like maneuver. And Aleister Black dropped onto the announcer table as well.
The Viper pushes Solo back into the ring.
And Randy staring down Trick Williams, but also sees the opportunity in the ring. And Solo's not where he should be. Up on the ring apron. Orton's got him right where he wants him. And now we're looking for vintage Randy Orton with the DDT! And now Randy looking to put this matchup away here in the main event of Friday Night SmackDown. The crowd is roaring here in Charlotte as the Viper looks to turn it on and finish this matchup. And Solo could be in big trouble here. Orton measuring his opponent. Here comes Aleister. Oh, and a big kick. But wait a minute. A Uranagi from Solo to Aleister Black. The cover. But a kick out at 2. And now, oh boy, Solo Sikoa looking for the Samoan spike here to put this matchup away. Aleister Black could be in trouble. And Aleister ducks underneath the knee to the face of Solo and a nice German suplex, but a kick out at 2. And I should say a Northern Light suplex, the pinning combination there, and the running knee to the face of Solo. The cover here, and Solo again able to kick out at 2. But Orton now back in the ring, measuring his opponent. Aleister Black has no idea. And wait a minute, the roll-up here. A nice counter and a kick out at 2. And Aleister with the knee to Randy Orton. And now Aleister Black has Orton. Oh, went for Black Mass, and the RKO out of nowhere. Connected to Aleister Black, but Aleister able to roll out of the ring. A smart veteran move by Aleister Black. And Zelina Vega can't believe it. Orton now has no idea that Solo's right behind him, and Solo Sikoa could be looking to put this matchup away with the Samoan spike. Turn around, Randy. Turn around, Randy. And Solo. Oh, God, caught the RKO out of nowhere. The cover. And the Viper, Randy Orton, gets the victory and qualifies for the WWE Elimination Chamber match. And victory for the Viper, Randy Orton. What's up, Andrew? Heck yeah, dude. Yo, Unk Prods, how we doing, bro? And a big victory here by Solo Sikoa. Or I should say by Randy Orton over Solo Sikoa. Stevie, what's up, man? And now with Randy Orton qualifying for the men's elimination chamber match, there's now 5 available slots remaining for superstars from Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown.
We are just 3 weeks away.
And guys, what a Friday Night SmackDown it was. Thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show for this live play-by-play for WWE Friday Night SmackDown. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And guys, before we go off the live stream here, I just want to give you guys a big kudos. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in here and supporting the channel and being a part of this wrestling community. Carson, appreciate you, man. And guys, you know, it's been a tough week for my mental health, and I just want to let you guys know it means quite a lot to me for you guys to be here supporting the channel and being a part of this sports growing community. It really does mean a lot to me, guys. Just any support you guys can offer really makes the difference. And I hope to see you guys this weekend for the Super Bowl this Sunday. It's going to be incredible. We'll be doing live play-by-play for Super Bowl 60 when we see the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New England Patriots. So thank you guys for hanging out on the channel, and thank you guys once again for all the love and support here on Tim Reynolds Show. It really does mean a lot, especially when I'm going through these tough times in life. I always like to lean on the people that are there for me the most, and you know, guys, you being on here are those people as well. So thank you so much, man. We'll see you guys next time for another episode of Tim Reynolds Show's WWE Live Play-by-Play coming up for Monday Night Raw. And guys, don't forget to check out more content on Tim Reynolds Show coming up this weekend. And hope you guys will enjoy every single bit of it. And I'd love to get you guys' feedback as well. Thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you.